Welcome to the guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of Night Quest. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle. She'll be here shortly, but she is coming. But of course, it's Tuesday night, which means it's not just myself. No, it's not going to be just Doodle. No, we got our boy in the building. That's right. It's our homie, Pharaoh Bazaar. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here, man.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Listen, sorry if you heard me pop bottles over here, okay? Because I need a little pick me up.
Hey, you're not the only one.
Man, they hit hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Yeah. Energy drink. You know what I'm saying? This is the way. Is it nighttime? Yes. Am I drinking an energy drink? Yes. Your boy's tired. You know what I'm saying? But not tired like bad time. Had a busy day. You know what I'm saying? So I need a boost. That being said, we are here live in the building, man. Thank y'all so much for being here, man. Appreciate y'all. Feels good to be back after a long weekend. Guys, there's a lot to talk about today, so I do want to kind of get into it faster than normal because there's a lot to talk about. We're still going to do what we do, but still, there's a lot to talk about. Tokyo Game Show is coming up. Guys, we heard rumors and all the fun stuff, yes, but it seems like now there may be even more than what we were thinking. I'm too excited for it. So we're definitely going to talk about that. There's a report going around. I do want to talk about it briefly. Our consoles on the way out. You know, we spoke about it on his channel a long time about the youth of today, and we've gotten some pushback. But my favorite thing is when we say something and then randomly somehow some numbers come to support what we've been talking about here. So consoles with the youth, not very popular. We're definitely going to talk about that and what it might mean. Game Pass, bro. I don't know what this is. It's like a circus at this point. Somebody comes out, talks shit about Game Pass, and it's always like some scorn-ass ex-employee who's all butthurt. And clearly, I don't know. I mean, well, maybe I'll say clearly I do now understand why all of these people are ex-employees instead of current employees, because it seems like their motivation are not aligning with Xbox's motivations, right? Xbox's motivation is bringing the best to the customer, giving us more than ever, whereas their motivation is how can we keep as much money and make as much money as possible. It's crazy, but that is that. We're going to talk about it for sure. There is a PlayStation 6 update. Who knew that there might be a PlayStation 6? It is coming, supposedly. So we're going to talk a little about that. Silksong out here slapping people up in a good way, crushing it. We're going to talk about that. There's a baby steps update. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. So we definitely got to talk about that. And then listen, Xbox is changing the game again. They're taking this is an Xbox to the streets, baby. We're going to talk about that for sure. But before we get into any of that, y'all know how we do here, man. We want to shout out our homies who are live in the building with us, man. We appreciate y'all so much for being here live in the building. You guys are the shit. Of course, we want to shout out our supporters over on Patreon and on YouTube. But remember, what we're about to do is shout out all of our homies. But if you guys remember, we did a competition for the month of August, right? So all the top supporters and contributors are there. You're still there. That's for the whole month of September. Your name's going to be on there. But we did start doing the weekly one. That's right. So we do have the stats who were the week not the week. They're not weak. They're not like fragile. Who are the weekly winners, right? Who did it best last week? So we have them on here. So let's go ahead and bring that up. Shout out our homies, starting with our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, and Queen Witch. And then we have our inner circle members. That's right. The homie Big Mix Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and Hargeet Chani. Now, last week's top contenders, most top 3, the best bot number 1 in the building, our boy Dark Angelic, doing it big. So for the whole week, this banner will stay here, and he is number 1. Most first super chats is also Dark Angel. This is Dark Angel. I gotta fix that. Most biggest super chats is from our boy Simple Jack. Top 3 most gifted subs for the week was from our boy Ryuar Gaming, making a return. Be nice, and it's a tie between QBini Gaming and Fark You. And then, of course, our August champs, we got most top 3, best spot number 1 in the building was Coach Hooded Canuck. Most first super chats from my boy Broke Boy. Biggest super chat was Big Boy Mike. Most biggest super chats was from Jonas the Dad. Top 3 most gifted subs was from our boy Ryuar Gaming, QBini Gaming, and Hargeet Chani. And then most gifted subs at once was Hargeet Chani. Shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for all your support. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Now, hold on. The rest was not supposed to be taking place. You would think I would have changed that, but I didn't, but I should have, but I didn't. So let me go ahead and just delete that real quick, because that is not from today. It's not from today. So I gotta delete it. Sorry, I don't know why I decided to break out in song. But, oh, you know what? While I'm in here, let me go over here and fix our boy Dark Angelic in the building. Hold on, right there. Dark Angel? No, it's Dark Angelic. Boom, shakalaka. Okay, that's good. There we go. All right, so, of course, shout out to everybody who supports us. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody who made the list. You guys are the shit. That being said, you know how we do here, man. You guys live in the building right now. You guys supported us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every single one of y'all for being here, sharing your time with us on this Tuesday evening, talking about the shit that we love, which is gaming. So shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here with us. That being said, of course, I know it hurts you deep inside, but you can't all be equal. No, it's impossible to be equal, because 3 of you are specials. That's right. 3 of you. When you're looking around, there's 3 of you who have risen up above. Okay. They're risen above. They're watching the show from up above, not like night, talk about just like above you guys. You know what I'm saying? Just looking down at you guys, because they were the first 3 people in the building. That's right. They are the specials of the evening. They went ahead and saw the On Point bat signal go up, and they said, oh shit, On Point's live. We got to get in there. So they are the specials of the evening. And the real question is, who are these people? These are essentially, this is the first one of the week. So they are competing for the weekly list, but then obviously, ultimately, for the month of September. So who are these people? Let's go ahead and unveil them. We're going to just lift that up right there. Unveil them. See who they are. And oh, snap. Okay. Number 3 in the building. Okay. First of all, obviously, confused is normal, but at least a little more appropriate. He's in the top 3. That's right. This is our boy, Zach Riley, saying he's first, though he is sadly mistaken and confused. Okay. So he is not first. He is third. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Number 2 in the building. Listen, he is not fucking around. He said, I'm going to be in this fucking top 3 and I'm going to do it right. It's our boy, motherfucking Jonas the Dad. Thank you for being here, my brother. Shout out to you. Let me get him with a little chupa. Go back. This is one for Zach. I'll get him with the 1. You know what I'm saying? Get him with the 1. But you got the homie Jonas with the 2-piece. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for being here, man. Number 1 in the building. Best bot of the night. Listen, it doesn't seem like he's going to let go of his reign. That's right. Number one from last week, starting the week off strong, is our boy Dark and Jelly. Shout out to him. Give him a little finger blast. You know what I'm saying? In the chat, give him what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Give him what he needs. Put up that finger blast emoji in there. You know what I'm saying? Let him know. Let him know how we do here. He's excited. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you, Dark and Jelly. Thank you so much, my dude, for rocking out with us. Let me go ahead and write this down before I don't forget. So we got Dark. You got Jonas. You got Zach. All right. Good shit, man. All right. I got that in there. Actually, let me update this banner right quick. Go to the bottom. First two people. Boom. You got Dark. Angelic. You got Jonas the Dad. And Zach Riley. Okay. All right. Bam. Dunzo. Okay. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. Let me go over here. Okay. This is the thing. I have to call it what it is. I knew that there might be a problem because there was a moment where I looked at the banner and it didn't quite look 100% correcto as to who did this super chat first. But when I first put this live and I was able to see on the back end, I took a picture just to make sure. And I got to keep it a buck. All right. If you go ahead and take a look at that, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I gotta be fair out here, these streets. You see that? That's right. Even though over here it looks a little different, on this one, it was our boy Jonas the Dad who squeaked in with the first official super chat of the night. It's our boy Jonas the Dad. Thank you, brother, for being here, man. Shout out to you, man. Hit you with that 2-piece pop. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says it's Tuesday. Let's go. Hashtag Game Pass. Hashtag TTS. Shout out to you, my dude. Absolutely. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you. And then Dark Angelic slid through right after with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother, saying Xbox butter. Xbox butter indeed. I mean, listen, I think at this point, there's really no doubt, right? There's no doubt, nothing. Like Xbox is clearly just is gaming at this point. And that's what's amazing right now. They are crushing it. So shout out to Xbox doing their thing. That being said, let's go ahead and get our motherfucking homie Jonas the motherfucking Dad. That's right. He went ahead and gifted 5 on point for gamer memberships, man. Shout out to my dude. Let me hit him with a little finger on the button. You say fingering that button real good. I'm gonna get that real good. Shout out to you, Jonas the Dad. Appreciate you, my brother. Y'all know what to do. Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emojis in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. So thank y'all so much for being here and chilling with us. So we appreciate that. But you know our boy Jonas the Dad. You know what he wants. Shout out our boy Jonas the Dad in the chat. Put the finger blast emoji, man. Shout out our boy. Let him know that we appreciate his support. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Let him know. You only finger blast the ones you love. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put that in the chat. Make it right. Make it right indeed. All right, hold on. All right, let me see. Where am I? Okay. And then we do have to shout out our boy Razor Ultron. Thank you for being a member, man, for 11 months, player. Appreciate you so much, dude. Very kind of you, brother. Looks like he is taking advantage of our gifted subscriptions, man. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much for doing that, man. All right, let me see who else we have in the building, because of course, it's not just not just these guys that we got to shout out. We know our homies are here. We got Queen Witch in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, brother. Oh shit! Look at who is alive. Cage, El Vampiro Borracho, back in the building. Shout out to this dude right here. I was thinking the worst. I was like, oh God, did he drink too much? What has happened? Well, he's here. He's alive. Cage in the building. Shout out to you, my dude. Appreciate you. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. I see Malcolm X Lax in the building. Thank you for being here, homie. Appreciate you. Becca in the building. What's going on, fam? James Kofi, what's going on, homie? Thank you for rocking out with us. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Amit Kumar in the building. What's going on, homie? Thank you for rocking out with us. Of course, Razor Ultron in the building. Vince C in the building. What is up, playa? We got Space Shot in the building. What's going on? He says Silksong on Game Pass. Silksong selling like crazy. The formula for great unit sales appears to be that number one, make a great damn game. Number two, see rule number one. Facts. I mean, obviously, look, I'm not going to say that, making a good game is the only part of it, right? Because there's arguably a lot of good games that don't really sell too well, right?
Yeah.
So I think the issue is there's like a combo of things, right? So they made a damn good game, but then they also didn't abuse their new power, right? Like Hollow Knight came out, it was $15, right? But it got super amped, right? So like people love that game, right? Over the years, it sold a few million or millions of copies. And they could have came in, saying, all right, we're gonna go ahead and we're having new status. It took us this long to make the game. We got to make more money. Let's go ahead and just fucking make it $50, $40, $60. They did not. They came in $20, dropped that game. And not only did they do that, but on top of making the game extremely affordable, they also went ahead and said, you know what? For those who don't have the extra, let's put that in Game Pass so that they can go ahead and take advantage of it as well, right? So now you don't have to go spend the extra. You got your subscription. It's in Game Pass. So they're giving the game away to Xbox players. They're charging $20 for everybody else. I mean, and then they made a great game as far as how like that type of game is, right? Where people, obviously, if you don't like that type of game, it's not going to be great to you, right? But for those who do like that type of game, it's pretty damn good. I started playing it. I'm not going to say like it's hard, but it's hard for me personally, so far at least, in a way that I don't like per se. And I don't mean like it's not even like a cheat or anything. Like if you kind of get good and learn the game more, I guess it'll become easier. But like, I don't like the attacks. Like I just don't. I don't like it. It's like you're swinging and basically missing. So I don't know. You got to like get close enough to hit them, but not close enough to get hit. I don't know. It's not like my cup of tea. I'm still going through it. I'm playing through it. And I guess because it's simple in that way, it doesn't, if like as you're playing it, you do feel like you just have to get good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Like you just know that as you get better and better with it and more used to it and accustomed to the way they do things, it will become more like second nature. But I feel like there's a learning curve that is a little jarring maybe, or a little annoying for me personally. But I'm trying to get good. All right, I'm trying to get good. I'm playing it. I'm going through it. So I'm gonna be posting little clips and stuff, either on our members only stuff or through some shorts. But the game that I've been fucking in love with is Chronos, man. Chronos is
I gotta get into that one. So that's the horror game.
Yes, by Bloober Team. Shout out to
Yeah.
Bloober Team for hooking us up with the copy of the game. Goddamn, do I enjoy? Even it's hard. It's hard, but it's like it's hard, but then I feel like it's rewarding. I don't know. I was just talking shit about Silksong about being hard, but I feel like that one's hard in a weird way where it's like I can't get good enough. Where this is like I could aim and shoot and understand to run and heal and all this shit. So it's just doing it properly. You know what I'm saying? That makes it work, because I'll get my ass beat, then come back and destroy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now I understand what took place here. Let me go handle this.
Feels more rewarding.
Yes, 100%, 100%. And it's fucking stunning, bro. Goddamn. So beautiful, so beautiful. But shout out to these games coming out this, what was it, last week? God, man, what a great week last week was.
Yeah, for sure.
I see Michael Yu in the building. He says, hi, guys. 2 weeks after release, and Helldivers is still #1 on the top paid sellers on Xbox. Number 3 is Helldivers Super Citizen Edition. And Silksong, a game that's in Game Pass, is number 2. Wow. Michael Yu with the bars. Pharaoh, explain something to me. I just need to know, because it has to make sense at some point. How can Helldivers and Silksong, which for goddamn sure, how Silksong, how are they in the top 3 most paid for games on Xbox if Xbox players don't buy games?
I don't know. I think we got to ask Pete Hines, man.
Maybe now Shannon Loftless. What is it? Shannon Lofala? Whatever. Yes,
I mean,
agreed.
Xbox gamers didn't stop buying games because they got Game Pass. I mean,
no.
Are there some that have? Sure. There's always going to be, a certain group of people that say, I don't really care what I play. As long as it's in the service, I'll find something that I like. Yes, there's going to be those groups of people that exist. But for the most part, like, I haven't stopped purchasing games because of Game Pass. I just have more games to play because I have a Game Pass membership. The Game Pass membership just adds to my library. So,
Thanks.
so it's like a game is in Game Pass. If I want it, I'm gonna get it, even if it's in Game Pass. Yeah. I mean, I might not buy it day one, because why do I need to buy it day one? I'll buy it as it leaves the service, because the reason that I pay into the service is that games that are in Game Pass are cheaper as they leave the service. So by the time it leaves the service, it might be, extra. It might be 10% off already, but then Game Pass gives you another 20% off. You get it for 30% off. So, I mean, like, at some point, you got to be a smart consumer. I know, support the devs is a thing, but I mean, we got to eat over here too. We got bills, we got kids, we got families, we have our own expenses. Like, you got to be smart as a consumer, even if you're supporting the developers with, purchasing into your hobby. So
facts. Look, I mean, that's just the fact of it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is still a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one needs gaming. It's a hobby. You want a game, but if you're not, irresponsible, you have bills, you have a life, you have your family, if you don't have a family, you have yourself that you got to take care of, and you got to make sure you pay your bills, man. So listen, it's not
you might be a season ticket holder to your favorite sports teams. Like, there's other things that people do besides gaming. Exactly. Like, there's other ways to spend your money into having fun. Gaming it is a great hobby, but most people have other hobbies outside of gaming that they would love to spend their money on as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about what it provides for us, and what Game Pass provides for me is choice. I can buy games that are releasing outside of the service if I want, but it allows me to be more selective, right? I don't have to be like, oh man, I don't got anything to play. let me just buy this game because it came out. It's like, nah, man, I got so many games to play. So it has to really do something to make me say, yeah, I'm going to buy the game, because I'm not in this to support the devs. I'm not in this to support Microsoft or PlayStation or Nintendo or any of these places. I'm in it to enjoy myself, enjoy time with my family, with my community, right? Like, that's what I'm in it for. So I don't give a shit about the other stuff, right?
And,
as long as we keep getting a choice.
And as a panel of older gamers, you know, people who have been gaming for a while, through a couple generations of gaming, we have all, before the Game Pass and, you know, YouTube and social media, we have all been gypped in gaming before, where we saw a great trailer, we saw a little good gameplay vertical slice, it got good reviews, you go to the store, pick the game up, or you download it, and then you start to play it, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Game Pass helps avoid some of that. So like, you're like, I can I don't have to get this game day one. I can like figure out if it's really worth my money. I don't have to necessarily pre-order this specific title, because I'm not 100% sure this is a good game. This is the first game that they're making. Like, you know, like a Forspoken, for instance. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna like Forspoken. I know Square made it. Yada yada yada. I can play Game Pass. I can play whatever subscription service I'm in, and when that game, and I get a feel for what it really is, when I see what the community reaction is, maybe I watch a streamer play the first 2 hours of it, and I say, oh yeah, this is for me. Oh no, it's not. You're insulating yourselves from making bad purchases on games too. Even as a person who loves games, we've all been gypped on a couple games before.
Oh, bro, so many. So many that it's either buy a game that turns out I didn't like it, or buy a game and never play it. Just sits on the shelf and I never go, or I never open it up because I end up busy with other shit. One of the biggest ones that I think for me caught me off guard, but this is the benefit of this shit, where I don't need it, so I don't need to go run for it, and I didn't get duped. Is the Mafia, the old country,
the old country.
Yeah, like a lot of people like it, but like you think like you guys think I'm fucking around. Like, I have like expectations of shit, right?
Yeah.
And the worst thing you could do to me is show me something and put my expectations here.
That
and
game
then
looked so gorgeous when they showed it.
Huh? Say it again?
That game looked so gorgeous when they first showed it.
Yeah, bro. That shit looked amazing. I was like, yo, this is going down day one. And then they show me another trailer. I'm like, what the fuck? What is happening? Why? And I said, yo, if you go back, whenever we had watched, I think it was during the show. So we were live streaming. If you find a moment when I saw it, I was like, yo, something is off. What is happening? This is not what they showed us. And for that, like, no, like, I just don't, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying if you bought it, you're dumb or whatever. But for me, because I have the privilege of choice where I don't have to run out and buy this game because I don't have anything else to play, it let me down. And I said, you know what? I'm all right. I'll either play it in Game Pass or I'll get it a deep sale later on at some other point in time. And it's just this way. Like, even like this game, what's the game that I really want to play? But I know I don't have the time. Like, I know I have other shit that I'm playing. Space Marine 2.
Yeah.
Another game. I know it's a great game. And that one actually didn't disappoint me in any way. But I just had too many games that I wanted to play coming in the Game Pass. When that game was coming out, I didn't need to go get it. Then there was like deals and stuff happening. I was like, like every time I saw it on sale, I was like, but I'm playing this other thing. Am I going to stop this to play that? No. And even now, it's even more on sale. It's like 50% off right now. And I looked at it, I'm like, bro, I got like so many games I'm playing right now. What would I do with that game? What if I bought it right this second? What would happen? Nothing. It would sit there looking stupid in my library, not being touched because I'm busy with other shit. Like, it's just is what it is. And that's the beauty of this, man.
Because what is it? I was gonna say the game the last game that really jipped me was Jump Force. I thought that game, it looked totally different than what I thought I was gonna get.
The hell is Jump Force?
It's that anime game where it was like Super Smash Bros, but for anime. basically. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That game got me. But I'll go on the opposite end. There are games that you're genuinely interested in playing. You really want to play the game, but life happens. You're playing something else, whatever, and then 3 to 4 months later, after you done forgot about it, it jumps in Game Pass, and all of a sudden you're like,
Bars.
"Damn, that's a game I really wanted to play."
Bars.
And now you're playing something that kind of would have went to the wayside, but now that it popped up in your subscription service, you start playing it, and as it starts to roll out, you buy it.
Well, I mean, and even you take it to that level, which is I love when that happens, and I also hate when I cave and then don't play it because I just bought it because it was on sale, and then that bitch turns it like RoboCop.
Yeah,
motherfucker. That's another one that I was holding off, and I saw it on it was like stupid cheap. I was like, fine, fuck it, let me get it. I played it for a couple minutes. I'm like, all right, this is cool, but right now I still rather go play what I'm playing. And then boom, that bitch turned up in Game Pass. Like, man, so close.
Yep.
But yeah, that's crazy. But the other thing to keep in mind is all the games that weren't necessarily on your radar, but were in Game Pass, and you had 5 minutes or 10 minutes a game, and you said, man, I ain't about to go play one of these games that I know I'm pumped for because I don't got time to sit there and play it. Let me hop into this for a few minutes. It's like, oh shit, this is actually good. Oh shit, I didn't even think about this one. This is dope, right? This happened to me so many times where I'll just sit down and play for a little while, either on the cloud or whatever, and just say, man, I don't got that much time to game, but let me throw something on. And I find these like gems that Game Pass brings to me. And it's like, fuck yeah, man. Listen, I know we had a whole Game Pass conversation. Now we're going to talk about Game Pass in a couple topics, but this is just a preview. All right. It's just a preview of what's to come in the conversation for sure. We have our homie Be Nice in the building. My brother, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Officially the biggest super chat of the night. Says, what about gamers on all platforms not subscribed to Game Pass? Are they damaging the gaming biz by not buying games? Or this only applies to Game Pass? Be Nice, bro. You are so fucking spot on. And listen, look, the shit that they're saying or whatever, right? That you're hearing out here, and again, we're going to talk about it, but like they are obviously like these scorn exes, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just so mad that they feel like they need to come out here, and again, they kind of drifted off and nobody's liking their posts or retweeting them and shit, and they're kind of fading away, and they're like, you know what, the best thing I could do, go do an interview and talk shit about Game Pass. That'll get me up there. But you're right, man. Everybody wants to focus on Game Pass, but yet supposedly Xbox is the smallest platform. Game Pass is minuscule. Game Pass is trash. These are the things that we hear, yet somehow it's garbage, it's trash, it's useless, nobody wants it, yet it has the power to destroy the world for developers and publishers alike.
Yeah, somebody
on the little tiny console that could, is the way they frame it, right? But they also want it to be the worst thing ever. How can it be both? It's impossible. It's either trash and nothing, and Game Pass is this little niche thing that is for the subscribers of it, and it has no impact or effect on the world because it's meaningless, or you have to admit that Game Pass is the greatest fucking thing that ever happened to gaming, and it does create waves, even though the waves that are happening are actually mostly positive. Yeah, sure, you have the people who are crying who don't get into Game Pass, but I mean, that sounds like a personal problem.
I think it's a case of I'm more comfortable with the devil I know versus the devil I don't. And what I mean by that is, you know, they see the potential of Game Pass, they see where it's going, and they don't want it to get to a place where Xbox is the quote unquote dominant market leader in the industry in a way that you know, PlayStation is no longer as relevant anymore. So like the relationships they built with PlayStation, all that, they're very comfortable with those relationships. They like the benefits they get from PlayStation being the market leader, and they don't want to see Microsoft become that because they're afraid of what those changes might mean for them. So they're more comfortable with the devil they know versus the devil they don't. That's what I think a lot of it is, because no one's complaining about PlayStation Plus. Nobody's complaining about Ubisoft Plus. No one's complaining about EA Pro. I mean, this isn't there's multiple streaming services that are available to consumers, but for some reason it's always Game Pass that
it's because we're the only ones that matter. We're the prettiest girls at the dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's all eyes on us over here in Xbox land. Our Game Pass, our platform, our first party games. They all love them. They all want them. Game Pass is just another one. Game Pass is just like the games.
Yeah.
If Game Pass tomorrow got announced that it's on PlayStation, and PlayStation worked out a deal with Xbox to put Game Pass over there, those ponies would bust a nut, bro. It would happen immediately.
Yes.
Okay. Not all of a sudden it'll be the greatest thing ever. But of course, it's not. So it's bad. But let it happen where it does go somewhere else to see how fast these dudes and these people over there fucking talk about how amazing it is. Be nice, appreciate that, man. Let me put you down over here. Actually, I gotta update this banner, I think. Be nice, the building. Okay, so we go.
I'm just waiting for the really fun day.
You said who?
I said I'm waiting for the really fun day when a game like Returnal or Spider-Man or something like that rolls into Game Pass.
Oh man,
it's gonna happen. You know, if more titles go over, it's gonna eventually happen. I know people are gonna be like up in arms because PlayStation barely puts any of their first party in there, and when they do, they rotate it out so damn fast.
Yeah, it's actually pretty ridiculous the way they do it, which is the biggest slap to the face, that they have first party games and they dip them in and out of your subscription. Like, can you imagine that? That's fucking wild.
It's an abusive relationship.
It is abusive. It is abusive. All right, shout out Mott PBM in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. G Maybe in the building. What's going on, playa? Erican in the building. What's going on, my dude? Ray Riz in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here. Force One. What's going on, homie? Curie Cosmos in the building. How are you? TGAN. I think that's the game adaptation newscast. What's up, man? Pragmatic Eagle in the building. What's up, my dude? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Mancada in the building. What is up, fan? Our Lyric in the building. What's going on, my dude? Sanchez MTZ Gaming. What's up, man? Big boy Mike in the motherfucking building. My dude, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you. Do you now the broke boy? Oh, do you K now the broke boy insider back with his full name? What is going on, man? He says, are we ready for some codes? Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Right, you are in the building, my brother. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. These are Steam codes. Okay, do you? He says, you got Lego Batman. Listen, if you got these, put them, let everybody know you got them. Shout out to you, broke boy. That's dope of you, man. He did Lego The Hobbit. Again, if you got any of these, let us know in the chat. Whoever claimed them. You got Lego Marvel Superheroes. Not messing around.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, all these Lego games are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You got the Lego Movie, the video game.
I haven't played that one, but I got all the Marvel ones.
And then Lego Marvel's Avenger Deluxe Edition.
That's
Holy
good.
shit, broke boy.
That's good shit.
You are not fucking around. Oh shit, he's not done.
Yeah, I think Lego Marvel Avengers is probably like my favorite one.
He has. I don't think I played most of these. Lego Ninjago movie video game, all on Steam. Holy shit, bro, boy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my dude. Oh, Zach Riley says I took the Batman one. Thanks. That's awesome, Zach Riley. You're not fucking around. Oh shit, bro, boy's not going, bro. Lego The Lord of the Rings. What the fuck does that say? Cap. Oh, hold on. Are these on Xbox or on Steam?
I think these are Steam codes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Xbox codes are longer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Holy shit. Yo, he is not fucking around, bro. There's so many. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
That's a good one.
Holy shit. You got Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 Deluxe Edition. Oh, God. Lego DC Supervillains Deluxe Edition. Holy shit. Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham Premium Edition. Yo, he's still going, my dude. Did you rob somebody? What the fuck is happening here? Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Deluxe Edition.
You're going crazy with it, all right.
Yo, dead ass, bro. Yo, Lego Jurassic World. Guys, if you're getting these, put it in the chat, man. Let me know. Because this is crazy. Lego Worlds. Fucking A. Oh my god. Lego The Incredibles. I didn't even know they made that.
I didn't know they made Incredibles.
What the fuck? And then the last one is the Lego Movie 2 video game. Yo, shout out to Do UK now the broke boy inside. Let me go ahead and give him a little finger blast right there. Do me a favor in the chat. Put it in the chat, man. Finger blast your boy. Do you? All right, hit that button. Let him know how you appreciate that, man. Let him know. That's awesome, man. Shout out to you, broke boy. Very kind of you, bro. Very, very, very kind of you, man. Sheep Among Goat, what's up, man? All right, listen, we're gonna jump into didn't make the cut. Okay, I do want to get didn't make the cut because there's actually there's like a lot of news. And didn't make the cut is slowly becoming one of my favorite parts for sure of our show. Trey Bone in the building. All right, Powerball's in the building. What's up, man? Thank you, homie. Appreciate you. Elijah Vasquez in the building. What's up, fam? All right, listen, if I didn't say your name, I apologize. Just know I'm saying what's up to everybody else that I didn't say because you guys are awesome. But we got to get to this show because we do have other shit. We have a lot of topics to talk about. Oh, here we go. He says Humble Bundle is an awesome site.
Yes, it is.
Very dope. Good shit, man.
Yeah. For those of you who are getting those PC handhelds next month, those ROG Ally, Humble Bundle is gonna
be what's wild friend. Is I have Humble Bundle Choice.
Yeah.
And I've had it forever. I had from way back. So they changed it where you only have like less choices you can get now.
Yeah.
But I still am grandfathered in and I get everything that they put out every single month. So I haven't even claimed them. It's been so long, but they're just sitting there. And I go back every once in a while and do like a few months at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty dope. Oh man, that ROG Ally coming out next month. Ooh, so much. There's so much. Oh my god. All right. So let's get to didn't make the cut. Let me take my chapter here because there is a lot, and there's a lot of regular topics too. Not that they're going to be super long, but I do want to be able to get to them. All right. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know, didn't make the cut is one of our newer segments that we do here, and it's very simple. If you look at our thumbnail or you look at the title of the show, you see a bunch of topics there. Those topics were picked from many, many possible topics that could have been done. And unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff is not really worth big conversations. So they don't really get a placement on the thumbnail or a placement on the title, but they're still worthy of conversation. And it's great to just kind of talk about it a little bit. So that becomes the topics that didn't make the cut. So this is where we talk about those topics. So didn't make the cut is going to start now. All right. So first up for didn't make the cut. Nope. That definitely made the cut. That made the cut. That made the cut. That made the cut. Okay. Actually, we could talk about that in the other one, so I'll leave that there. Nope, that's part of it. Okay. There's this one. So it's kind of random. I don't know why. I don't follow. I mean, I guess I do follow him on Blue Sky. He's not on Twitter anymore, so I don't get to see it. But Matt Piscatella of Circana shares the top 20 best-selling games across PlayStation history for the U.S. region. Column 1 is ranked by revenue. Column 2 is ranked by units sold. I'm going to go ahead and share this so we can look at this one together. So let's do this. I mean, I don't know if they did one for Xbox or what. They just did it for PlayStation.
No, they did it because it was PlayStation's 30th anniversary.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what sparked it.
So look at like what you notice here. Okay, if you look at the dollars sold, okay, no PlayStation IP exists here. Marvel Spider-Man is obviously Marvel, right? That's if Disney takes it away and never lets them make another Spider-Man, then that's shit out of luck, right? So that's Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's on there. And I mean, obviously, as an IP, Spider-Man, you know it's going to be the biggest. And it's clear out of, obviously, Grand Theft Auto is number one, but all of Call of Duties are taking up the spots. Red Dead, and then Minecraft is in there. But Spider-Man is number 11. So Spider-Man doesn't even crack their top 10 in all of, I mean, this is a long time though. So to be fair, that might be hard, but still, it's only Spider-Man's that made this top 20 list. And part 1 is way away from part 2. So part 2 does make the list here for dollar sales, right? And then Spider-Man Miles Morales is right after that, right? So number 11, Spider-Man, number 18, Spider-Man 2, number 19, Miles Morales. Everything else on this list is Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, Minecraft, and Guitar Hero. And fun fact, outside of Grand Theft and Red Dead Redemption, everything else on the list is owned by Microsoft. Ain't that some crazy shit? That's some crazy work.
Yeah.
That they literally, obviously this is from when they didn't own it, but it doesn't matter. They own it now, right? And literally this whole list is there. So it's crazy. On units sold, that's where you have the that's where you have some of their games enter the ring. But this is the thing, just so all those people who kept talking shit about or thought I was just talking shit, okay? To be clear, when you look at this list for units sold, you see Spider-Man Part 1. You see Spider-Man Miles Morales. Let me ask you a question, guys. Where's Spider-Man 2? Didn't move as many units, right?
Yeah.
You see on here, you see The Last of Us, right? Phenomenal game. It's on the list. Most units sold. It's in the top 20. Where's The Last of Us Part 2? God of War on the list. Where's Ragnarok? Right? The second games have not caught up to the sales of the first game. And that's not what you're looking for, right? What you're looking for are for your sequels to do better than the original, because the original creates the fan base from the people who bought it, and then the kind of sphere of influence around those people should make your game sell more than the previous one. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. Like I said, all this generation's games from PlayStation have not moved the needle. It has not taken the people who were like, oh my God, I need to play this game from the first game to make them play it on the second time around.
Yeah.
They just didn't, bro.
Same thing with Ragnarok. Because God of War
Huh?
2018 made the list somewhere. It's like,
Yeah, 2018 is number 14, but not Ragnarok.
yeah.
Not Ragnarok. Not where's Horizon? I thought Horizon was their precious.
I'll give Horizon a little bit of a pass just because it's in first installment. I'll give it a little bit of a pass. But
Bam. What are you talking about? God of War 2018 might as well have been a first installment. It was so completely different. But even then, that shit came out a year before God of War.
yeah. But
It didn't crack this list.
on nothing in the Uncharted series cracking the list is interesting.
That's even crazier. That's to show you how big The Last of Us was and why Neil Druckmann took over. Think about it. He took over. Why? Look at the fucking sales of that first one, bro. Last of Us was amazing. But then, I mean, I like Last of Us 2, but the world didn't. It's just saying, you look at the list, everything that we have said is true. And these dudes out here on Twitter, they want to talk shit. They want to pretend that, what do you mean? No, these games are doing great. I mean, sure, they're selling better than fucking, you know, Astrobot, you know, your Ragnaroks and shit, sure. But it's not competing, right? Again, and there's a very specific reason why he did this, okay? That's why he broke it up between dollars and units, right? Because dollars, obviously, you have to take into account how much they cost before versus how much they cost now, versus, you know, just how many raw units. And the raw units are each of their games. And to be clear, it's only Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and God of War. Ghost of Tsushima didn't do shit. The Days Gone didn't do shit. And this other bitch, the Alloy, what's her name? Horizon. Horizon didn't do shit, right? That's just the reality of what it is. And if part one didn't do shit, you damn well know part two didn't do shit.
I'm surprised that like there's some older, like all the games seem like fairly recent, like PlayStation 3 and up era. I'm surprised there's no PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 games that cracked the list.
Because they didn't sell that much, or the dollars weren't. I mean, think about what's on this list. These are all Grand Theft Auto, all Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Minecraft, Elder Scrolls 5, right?
Yeah. And I'm thinking like the whole blockbuster Hollywood video era, like they had to buy copies, you know, people bought copies. Like you would think that like some of those
go
older
back to
games,
your Blockbuster and realize how many times you went to go get a game and they didn't have that shit because it was already rented out. They put like 50 boxes up there, but they only had like 2 copies.
You got like 50 copies in every 50 Blockbusters on average in every like major busy state. You know, that's
but you're still talking thousands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still in the thousands. So even if there was 10,000 Blockbusters, I'm just making that number up. But let's just say there was 10,000 Blockbusters and they all bought 10 copies of the game. You're still only 100,000 units.
Yeah. But then also the stores had to buy them back then too. A lot of, we're in the digital age now. These are like sales. Because most sales nowadays are digital. So these are like legit sales, like versus like back then, the store had to buy, you know, a bunch of copies too. Like, so like GameStop had to hold a bunch of copies. And there was like a GameStop like every 3 miles, you know, where I live at. So back in the day, there was either a GameStop or EB Games, something like that. So it is to me, it's a little surprising that, none of the old games are there. It's a little surprising to me.
All this shows you is why Xbox did what they did. Look at fucking Black Ops 6. In all of their history on PlayStation, for the entire existence of PlayStation, a game that came out, what, a year ago or less than a year ago at this point?
Yeah.
Almost a year ago. In 1 year, made it to PlayStation's number 11 spot. In 1 year. I'm just saying
It's
it's
crazy.
pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that Xbox has a plan, and they put that plan to effect in a major way, man.
Yeah.
Look at how many Call of Duties you see on both sides of this list, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But again, I don't want to hear nothing about Ragnarok. Sure, it was a game that people enjoyed, great, but the number went down. The number went down every single time, bro. I'm telling you, and that's a problem. That's a problem because PlayStation is not going to invest the way you would think they're going to invest. You would hope that they were going to invest. They're not. They're not going to do it the same way for these games. That's just the reality of what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. All right. So yes. So that, that was something. That was interesting. That probably could have made the cut if we really wanted to go deeper into it, but we had other stuff going on. Toys for Bob's put a tweet out, says, any friend of Spyro the Dragon is a friend of ours. Happy 27th year anniversary, Spyro Community Day. I'm just saying, I know they worked on that Spyro, but is this them? Is this them saying that they're working on the next one? Is that the deal that they brokered?
Oh, with Toys for Bob, yeah, they're supposed to be making the next platformer game, whatever Xbox asked them to. So that'll be if it's Spyro, that'd be cool. I think more people would have been happier had it been Banjo, but I mean,
definitely not more people. More maybe community members might have been more excited. I think more of the world has forgotten that Banjo exists, bro. Spyro is way more relevant in the current. Like, when was the latest Spyro versus the latest Banjo? They just did Reignited, right? For Spyro?
I think Banjo was only Nintendo 64. I don't think it made it past Nintendo 64.
Yeah, but it's on Rare Replay.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you saying when's the last Banjo? And I'm like, I think it's only...
No. Nuts and Bolts was on 360, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So,
but then Spyro made it all the way up. I think they did have one that came out on PlayStation 3.
No, but they have
a recent one, like,
yeah, Reignited, right? They redid the trilogy.
Oh, like a remake? I haven't kept up with it. So
yeah, so like kids today, if they bought, I mean, they got the numbers, right? So if they see that Spyro sold, then
yeah, the only old platformer that I know about that's like still comes out every now and then is Crash Bandicoot.
Well, they did 4, and then they pretty much kind of shelved that for a while. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Remember, that's the one that I think that was Toys for Bob's last one.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I know like Crash Team Racing just hit Game Pass or something like that. So like I know Crash still pops up every now and then. It's like nothing that's
There's also that Crash battle game, isn't it? Crash that you can like run around and fight or some shit like that.
I'm not sure. I mean, like it's been so long since I played a Crash Bandicoot game. It's like I just haven't kept up with the franchise. I kind of like grew past it. Like it just hasn't been prevalent enough.
Yeah. Before we go forward, we didn't make the cut. Let me get the homie Razor Ultron in the building. Shout out to my boy Razor Ultron. Went ahead and gifted an On Point for Gamer membership, man. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you, my dude. Y'all know what to do. Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. And of course, our boy Razor Ultron, man. Shout out to you. Let me go ahead and salute you, my friend. A little finger blast there. And you know what he wants. Go ahead in the chat. Show him your appreciation, man. Let him know what you think about him, how you feel about him. Put the finger blast emoji in the chat. Shout out to our boy, Razor Ultron. Let me get him over here. He went ahead and gifted. Let's do this. Razor. All right. And then we do have the homie, Do You K Now, the broke boy insider with that $5, which I appreciate you, homie. Says, make sure you read the disclaimer at the bottom. Games and bundles were not counted. That's why you aren't seeing the Horizons, Uncharted, and God of War Ragnarok. Well, that's good because they weren't purchased. So they didn't get bought. There was a bundle bought and it came in that bundle. But yeah, that's that's good. That's actually makes sense. So good on them for not doing the dumb shit. We got the homie Pragmatic Eagle, my brother. Thank you for being here, my dude. Thank you for the $5 sweet chat. Says, so CMoney, are you saying that PlayStation owners don't buy games? Who knew? This is why clowns need to stay in the circus.
Yeah.
Facts. That's the truth, bro.
I mean, if we want to talk about the real issue, it's live service games. Live service games stop so many people from actually buying games. They live inside whatever that game is that they're playing. They don't play anything else. Like, I would say Game Pass is in some ways the antidote that the industry needs, because it gets you to play more games that you weren't doing before. You were locked into this live service world. Game Pass kind of pulls you out of it.
That's actually a fucking great take. And if anything, it is like it's the help the industry needed, because I mean, look, I know that this whole thing is this desire to blame, right? Oh, what's wrong with the industry? Well, I mean, listen, ask Epic if they think that this is an industry problem. No, they're happy as shit. They did it, right? They cracked the code. Ask Minecraft if they think this is an industry problem. No industry problem there. They're happy as shit. Ask Roblox if they think this is an industry problem. The only reason that these other places feel like it's an industry problem is because the games that they're making are not getting purchased at the volume that they would like. And the problem with that is, if there was a world where no games got purchased in any significant way, then I would agree, right? I would say, man, this industry is fucked because nobody's buying games. But that's not true. That's not true. We got Hollow Knight out here slapping bitches up. We had Pow World slapping bitches up, right? We had tons of games that have come out and just sparked this crazy, frenzy of purchasing these games. It's happened. Now, what has changed? Okay, I'll tell you. People are smarter. Okay, people are smarter. They have more access. Before, back in the day, you just gave a review copy to somebody and that was it. And you either trust that person or you don't. You saw a good score, you bought it, and you hated the game. Oh man. Now you can watch streamers who play these games, right? You can watch streamers. You can watch YouTube content creators who are talking about these games and reviewing them and doing things. Then you can look at the media. There's so many other ways. And then, like you said, for a subset of people, obviously not the whole industry, so this can't blanket everybody else, but Game Pass for Xbox and PC players absolutely allows you to be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and be selective with what I do. You still need to make something that makes people want to buy. It's just the name of the game, man. That's what it's about. Making people wanting to buy, not going ahead and thinking that they were just supposed to buy because you made a game. It's not how it works. It's not how it works, man. You got to make it where people want your game. And that is the reality. Okay. Continuing on with Didn't Make the Cut. Talking about Silksong. I know, I don't know if you remember that game Jump Ship, that they just changed the name to Jump Space. It's that game where you could obviously you just kind of land on ships and shit. It's like a first person shooter. It looks pretty dope. Actually, you can fly. There's like a whole bunch to it. It looks really, really good. Well, it's going into early access on Steam and Xbox. Okay. And it's just funny that they announced it now, and it has to be related to it. We know Silksong launched at $19.99, right? Well, fun fact, Jump Space will cost $19.99 on early access launch. Again, you know that they're hoping that $19.99 is like the magic number that gets people to want to go ahead and say, I'll buy. Look, I know that if you make your game higher, like cost more, you can make some more money, and go ahead and require less purchases to do it, right? So you're hoping you have like a base that's willing to spend more and help pad that number out for you. But if you make a great game that people are interested in and you price it at a good price, man, yeah, you end up at a better shot. And obviously that's what they're hoping here. They're hoping at $19.99 that it's going to make people hit that impulse trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's smart on their behalf. I think that's a smart thing to do. So shout out to Jump Ship. I don't know if you guys know, but ID at Xbox Indie Selects Demo Fest begins today. So there's a crap ton of indies that are available to play now on Xbox. They have more than 40 games. That's a lot. That's a lot. I wish they were cloud versions of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it, like cloud version of these games, that would be dope because then you could kind of like run through them. You know what I'm saying? Like hop into something, check it out, see if you like it. For me, it's like going in there and just like downloading a bunch of demos is kind of a pain in the ass for me. But there's a lot of stuff here. Obviously, over 40 games, and these are indies. So, like reading the list of names is not going to do anything for most people because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" But I will say, if you are interested in trying some new indies, they have a shit ton of them. One of the ones I saw was Echoes of the Plum Grove. I feel like I remember that name from somewhere. Like we saw it somewhere before. But yeah, looks like there's a ton of games to try out. So definitely go, if you're on Xbox, go to your Xbox store and check it out. A lot of cool stuff there. If you've already been playing any, let us know in the chat. Any that you liked or think it works.
I definitely agree with you on the cloud thing because these consoles, whether you got an Xbox, a PlayStation, Switch, they did not put enough storage in any of these devices. Like even with the extra terabyte card that I purchased, I still don't feel like I have enough space. Like I need to get a 2 terabyte card at some point because it's not enough space. It's just not when it comes to these.
It is kind of a pain in the ass because no matter how you cut it, man, there's like never no. The problem is this: even if you had bigger, right?
Yeah,
you would fill it up because there's so many games. Right.
Yeah.
All you would do is be like, okay, now I could go into Game Pass and be like, I wanted to try you. I want to try you. I want to try you. And then you'll do the same thing and be in that same position.
Man, but you download like Call of Duty and Fortnite and, a Madden or 2K, you can forget it.
Dude, all these games are like over 100 gigs now.
Yes, I'm saying you download a couple of these really big games and you can just forget it. Yeah. You have no space.
I feel that. That's the beauty of the cloud. Like, I don't like, unless it's a game that I'm gonna dig deep into, I'm not gonna download the game. I'm just gonna play it.
Unless you actually need the latency. Like for like a shooter, you actually need that, that latency.
But like even then, now it's kind of good enough. So I like, it's good enough now for me.
Yeah.
I'm not filming myself trying to be like, I'm an esports gamer, yo. Come see me in these streets. I'm the best there is. Like, bro, I'm gonna be 40 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 40. That's a beautiful thing, but I'm gonna be okay. Like, I'm getting there. I'm not looking to start no esports career. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having fun out here. That's it. Right? That's all it's about. It's having a good time. Ain't nobody trying to compete with nobody. So I've been playing Hollow Knight streaming. I've been playing Chronos streaming, living my best life. It's a beautiful thing. So we'll be all right. This, no matter what they do, no matter how much, there's always more that you could have had, but not going to be too crazy there. Let's see. Did you guys wait? Hold on. I don't know if you guys saw, but supposedly, what's his name? Reforge was sitting there talking about how Xbox fosters a community of non-purchasers, of dollar menu gamers, of people who don't support developers, and then and then turns around and says, I wish I got Ghost of Yote for a review code. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the clip, but I did see Astro Cyborg post it.
Yeah. It's like he's sitting there saying Xbox gamers don't want to support the devs, they don't buy this, they don't buy that. And then he turns around like, yo, hook me up, son. Let me get that freebie. It's like, oh, interesting. So it's cool if you get the freebie, but all your other PlayStation fans, you don't want them to get any freebies. Got it. Yeah, that's a good time. I don't know if you guys saw, but Acclaim is doing their stream tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. A new era arrives. Acclaim is back. I don't know if you guys remember. If you're an older gamer like myself, you know Acclaim made a whole bunch of cool shit. Obviously, this is not the exact Acclaim, but they got the logo, and I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna do. I'm not gonna stream it or anything like that, but we could definitely talk about it. That's for sure. Let me see what else here that we're gonna hop in to the main topics. I don't know if you guys saw, according to Nate the Hate, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming to Switch 2 and Xbox in 2026.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Right, and then what's the last one that's coming out? The other one's not out yet, right?
Hasn't been the name hasn't been confirmed yet.
Okay, so it looks like maybe next year.
The third installment of the Re-Trilogy will come out in 2027. That's pretty much a lock.
Oh, that's when it's 2027?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I wonder if they're going to drop it all at the same time.
They're going to do Remake this year, 2025. Then they're going to do Rebirth in 2026. And then they'll do the third installment in 2027.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's a... I mean, there's still a lot of people who like that game. My son has it on PlayStation, and like he played it. He didn't beat it or anything like that, so I don't think it really caught him. I mean, I don't really care for it, so I'm not a Final Fantasy fan like that though. So like, it has to be really good to make me.
I think 7 is amazing, but each their own.
I mean, I think the problem is that I didn't get. I wasn't an RPG fan when I was younger, like in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I understand.
So it never did anything for me. I watched my cousin beat that game.
Well, it is heavily cinematic, so that could be a problem for people. But I think the Re-Trilogy has a very good action combat loop. So it's a very engaging, very rewarding combat loop with a lot of variety to it. So I think if people give it a chance, it'll capture a new group of gamers that weren't necessarily into RPGs like yourself. Because it does have a phenomenal combat loop. It's not like Final Fantasy 16, which is like a terrible combat loop.
Yeah, I feel that. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm fine with it either way, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. And then Tom Henderson from that was that Insider Gaming or whatever it is. He says that from some play testers he's been talking to, Marvel's Wolverine, the game looks fantastic.
I
I can only hope. Let's not forget, just to put this in context, we saw some clown shit from them, right? Like the leaks are crazy work, like how crappy the leaks were. But remember that word was that internally they were targeting Hellblade for like the level of quality that Wolverine was going to be.
Yeah.
So did they reach that? I don't know. Or are they getting there? I don't know. But that's still a next year game, right?
Probably so. But hearing that a game looks good, I mean, in the year 2025, 2026 is like kind of like a bare minimum from a AAA studio. That yes, the game should have looked good. It's like other things that matter now beyond just the graphics. Like there was a time where graphics would get you. That was like 90% of the battle was to have a beautiful game. Now everyone has a beautiful game. It's very few games that are truly like ugly. So you got to separate yourself beyond the game just being a visual marvel.
I mean, but that's gonna be step one for them because that shit
Yeah.
looked horrendous before. So
I mean, it was like alpha footage, so I'm not going to kill him too much, but yeah, I would kill him more for how the gameplay looked. The gameplay did not look enticing at all.
It didn't look good either.
Yeah, the gameplay loop looked terrible, but I'm not going to be mad at alpha footage for looking like alpha footage, but that gameplay loop looked like Spider-Man.
Like they literally just swap skins and put Wolverine and Spider-Man shoes.
Yep.
Which is crazy. So yeah. I mean, look, it is what it is. I mean, honestly, it's Wolverine. Wolverine is one of my favorite characters when it comes to Marvel. So like obviously my favorite superhero is Batman, but in Marvel land, Wolverine's up there for me. And I loved the 360 Wolverine game. That was fire. So
it would be nice if they relicensed it. Would be nice.
That would be nice. But I would love for this to be a great showing. I would love for it to come out and be like, holy shit, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That shit looks fire. But I don't have the belief in it based off what we've seen. I believe in I had belief in Insomniac, but then they gave me Spider-Man 2. And it's just, more of the same. And based off of everything we saw, it looked like this was just a reskin for Wolverine. It's like, oh man, I don't know. For me, it's like, if you're not going to push, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not going to make something dope, no thanks. No gracias. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. All right. With that, we're done with Didn't Make the Cut. We're hopping in to the main topics now. First topic is gonna hit, and oh man, am I excited for it. Let me go here. All right, chapter 1. Forza Horizon 6 and more at TGS. I don't know. I'm very excited for it, but let's go ahead and bring this. Oh, no, let's bring this up here because it is official. They have gone ahead and Xbox has come out and named the date, right? It's September 25th. It's going to be 6 a.m. Eastern time. But this is the one. You ready? It says for studio announcements and updates. Okay.
Yep.
Understand. Studio announcements and updates. And then to top it off, this dude, Todd Cummins, who is the executive producer, Premier Broadcast at Xbox, says, can confirm you don't want to miss this one We're back with another Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast on September 25th. Be there. You know who else is going to be here? Finally. Yes, if you can. Just yep, perfect. Because we have it. Let me hear it. This is like perfect timing. The show's just starting. And what do we get?
The show is just starting.
Whoa! The show is just starting, and my Doodle's in the building.
The show's just starting because I arrived.
It's because you arrived.
I can only imagine that the show's been going.
And we just got to the first topic.
Okay. Wow. So, what did I walk into?
Well, listen, you walked into very exciting news because remember, we had, well, first of all, welcome. I'm going to go ahead now and say I am CMoney, and I'm officially joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it, baby.
Let's get it indeed. All right. So this first topic is exciting because if you remember, we've been talking about Tokyo Game Show here and there because it looked like they were going to make it a big deal, right? But we didn't really know how they were going to do that. And then we got the leak, right? And the leak was Forza Horizon 6 is being shown at this show. Okay. But that would have been like big enough, right?
Yeah.
That would have been huge just to get that one thing this show. But again, in this tweet, first we go to Todd, who says he can't confirm. You don't want to miss this one.
Okay.
Normally, they don't really tell us that, right? Like normally when they're doing the TGS, they know they're doing it at some crazy hour. And they're like, yeah, you can definitely watch it, but it's mostly for the Japanese audience, right?
Because airs at 6 a.m. our time.
It's 6 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
3 a.m. Pacific. So sorry for you Pacific dudes.
CMoney's got this on lockdown after, his mishaps with the time.
With the times. Oh, I got it right. PT, ET. 6 a.m.
Always be checking.
So 6 a.m. they're gonna go live, right? And they're making it their point to say you don't want to miss this one, right? Yeah. So you're gonna think about this for a second. If you're potentially telling people who live in the West Coast, you're not gonna want to either go to sleep until you watch this, or you're gonna want to wake up stupid early to watch this, right? Imagine telling those people to wake up at 3:00 in the morning their time.
You're doing a freaking iPhone pre-order situation over here. Yeah. What are they trying to do? I just have to say though, you better live up to those expectations that you're kind of setting, because you can't tell people you're not gonna want to miss this one and then fall flat.
Can you imagine?
I'm just saying,
they would destroy them.
Absolutely, right.
I woke up for this. I woke up for this. That's all you're gonna see.
You have to show up. There has to be something big. There has to be man, what are we gonna hear about? I feel like they've done so many collabs that I just where's another one? Where you at? You can't hype up the crowd like this and fall short.
Agreed.
Especially them.
100%. 100%. So I think one of the big things here with this tweet, right? Because again, we thought Forza Horizon 6, right? That's a studio announcement, right?
Yes.
Well, they say studio announcements. There's an S at the end of that. So if Forza Horizon is one of them, it's just one of them, right? It's just one of them, not all of them. And then updates too. So this is just their studios. Xbox studios are going to have announcements and updates here. Very, very excited for that. But let's go ahead, and we actually have right here. All right. So there's the write-up for it. So let's hop in. So it says, this is Xbox Wire. It says Xbox returns to Tokyo Game Show 2025. Here's how to tune in. All right, so we're thrilled to announce the Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2025 broadcast on Thursday, September 25th at 7 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. 3 a.m. Pacific, and 6 a.m. Eastern, and 11 a.m. UK. This year's show will feature titles from our creative teams. Titles from our creative teams, alongside exciting updates from our partners in Japan, across Asia, and around the world. And around the world, too. So they're also letting you know this is not only about Asian games. There's going to be games coming from different places.
You know, what's funny? Normally it's like, okay, well, let's read between the lines and let's see what they're trying to set us up for. But right now, with what they put out there, it's kind of like, I mean, the detective work, it's right there. Like, they told you, look into this.
Facts.
You're not speculating. This is just the reality.
100%. 100%. So they continue and say, we know players around the world delight in Japan-inspired content. Forza 6, anyone? And games developed in Asia. And we can't wait to connect with players across the globe to show off the incredible talent and creativity behind upcoming games coming to Xbox.
Oh,
once again, we've created a bespoke. Now, this, let me tell you right now, they just confirmed Horizon 6. Okay, right now. Okay, listen to it. With the understanding that this is them confirming it for us. You ready?
okay.
Once again, we've created a bespoke visual identity for Xbox at Tokyo Game Show using an urban neon aesthetic. The design puts the viewer in a street scene that is distinctly
There you
Tokyo,
go.
with various signs illuminating the way. What has signs? Roads and races, baby.
Yes.
All featuring gaming and Xbox iconography. I don't know why
You
that
got
was
there.
difficult to say. With a touch of Japanese culture included as well. And then read on for the details. Okay, so they do have some stuff that they're going to tell us, but still the other stuff holds true. I'm very excited. So he says, get hands-on with Xbox at Tokyo Game Show, available to the public for the first time ever in Asia. Tokyo Game Show attendees at the Koei Tecmo booth can play Ninja Gaiden 4, bastards, a cutting-edge adventure where legacy meets innovation in a high-octane blend of style and no-holds-barred combat. Visitors would also have the opportunity to get hands-on with the ROG Xbox Ally, ROG Xbox Ally X, damn it, 2 new gaming handhelds developed from Xbox and Asus at the Republic of Gamers booth. Bethesda will co-host a merchandise booth with InfoLens Geek Shop. The store will feature official merchandise from Fallout, Starfield, Doom, and Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and include rare products never before released in Japan. And then obviously the rest is just the information for the show. But again, so this is them, and they're showing us the basis. It's talking about the people who are there, though. You see that? The part up here where they're gonna be showing. I'm so fucking pumped, dude. This is they got me amped. Again, this year's show will feature titles from our creative teams.
Yep.
It's go time. And again,
Seems like there's a lot to see.
and it's not just like games that are being shown, it's announcements. Which, if for those who don't understand the idea of what the word announcements means, that means they're announcing something that wasn't previously announced before, right? This is new shit. And it's not just one thing. Forza Horizon 6 would have been the one thing, but there's more than that.
And
So,
it
very
seems like
excited.
they're like extremely hyped about Forza Horizon 6, which gets me really excited. When you are pumped about what you're gonna show us, it's just in like giddy for us to see. It just hypes me up.
It does. I agree 100%.
It's different when you're setting your own expectations, and then you kind of feel like, well, okay, I set myself up, right? But I feel like they're kind of having us go with it. And it's not like they don't pump the brakes when people get a little too excited about what they're going to show. Like, all right, tame those expectations, chillax with what you're thinking or where you're heading. It's just a show. So they've reeled us back in, and for them to go out there and kind of say, hey, you're not hyped enough, it's a big deal.
It is.
I'm gonna flip some tables if it doesn't live up to the standards. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, that's what I'm getting at, because this is not my own doing.
Hey, it's a big show for them. I mean, they want to have a legitimate presence in Japan. They
Absolutely.
finally are releasing hardware um, that allows them to have that presence because uh, Japanese gamers are more mobile gamers than they are console gamers. They just
Hmm.
prefer gaming on the go. So that ROG Ally gives them an entry point that they haven't ever had into that market. So I mean, I'm sure they're extremely excited, and they did save some of their big announcements for Japan for that reason because they want to, you know, gain some headway in that market. I think that's
Well,
very
as
important to
they
them.
should, if you're showing up with a handheld and you know that exactly the place where you should market it,
Mhm.
you got to have the games to go along with it, right? You can't
Yeah,
just, I mean, you can't pull a PlayStation on this one and be like, here's a box. You need the games to hype up the crowd. That's the reason why anyone will go ahead and say, all right, let me go ahead and scoop this up because I'm going to play this and that.
yeah, for
100%.
sure.
And oh my god, what a perfect setting, by the way, with Forza being, in Japan,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
I've just, what a love letter.
Right?
Yes.
yeah.
Right? Dude, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. That's just gonna look so dull. Oh my god. You know who listen, you know one group of people that I don't have a concern about how they're gonna handle this graphically? It'll be
What's
Playground. They're
no?
monsters.
Yeah, they got the Forza Tech engine, so yeah, we already know.
Dude, oh
We
my
have
god. Tell me why they're about to do Japan better than Ghost of Yote.
Of course they are. They're gonna slap that ish up. They're gonna try
Watch.
to put this chick in Forza
Yo, facts.
so that they
Facts.
can get a real vibe
Yo.
of what the game was supposed to be. That, listen, Forza is going to put, if already on its own, Ghost of Yote looks like shit, but now it's really gonna hit new levels of shitivity.
Oh
You
my
know what I
god,
mean?
babe! I didn't even
Yeah.
show you.
Oh
Wow,
god.
and I didn't even put it here because it's so whack. They released a video, another video from Ghost of Yote,
Okay.
and it was
And another one.
like an environments video.
Why?
So it's all very like peaceful or whatever, and they're just showing the environments in like slow motion and all this shit. And it's like, bro, why would you do this when your environments look like
So
they've
empty.
always looked?
Yes.
Back in the PlayStation 4 era. This is not some graphical showpiece you're showing. Why would you
And
embarrass
in
yourself
slow
like
motion,
this? In slow
like,
motion.
are you really
Just these
allowing
small
us to, in
plans.
slow motion, pick apart
Oh my
your
god.
freaking, oh man, the environment out of all things too? I mean, I guess, man, I still remember that kick or what, that hit when he flew off and then he did like a jiggle. His ass cheeks were showing and he did like a jiggle. We paused it there.
When he went down
It
and back
was-
up,
Yeah, that
he
was
got kicked down and then he
crazy.
like floated in the
It was
air.
like the Red Bull commercial. It gives you wings, and he gives. That
Oh
shit
my
was
God.
Yeah.
wild. Leave it up to Ghost of Yote.
Yo, wait till after the announcement of Forza and they show the world of Forza and then compare it to the shit show that's Yote.
If they wanted to use Forza Horizon 4 to showcase their pisser,
Forza Horizon 6.
6, sorry, to showcase their pisser. Oh man, I'm just saying.
That would be wild.
Mhm.
Well, you know, eventually, whenever that game does go over there, you know they're gonna be like, witness real beauty of Japan on Forza.
This is what we try to do.
Oh my god. Ah, damn, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. You got the homie. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. First of all, I saw this. Let me get the homie Queen Witch in the building.
Oh, my girl.
Updated
What's
her
up, baby?
picture.
Yes, look at that beautiful lady.
Shout out to Queen Witch.
What's up,
Member
baby?
for 5 months. Appreciate your friends.
Yes.
Finally, Doodle's here.
Oh, thank you,
Just
baby.
waiting for that Doodle rant. Doodle.
Listen, where there's a pony, there's a way.
That's wild. That's wild. Shout out to the homie Dude King out of the Broke Boy side with that $2 which that says Xbox Ally price and pre-order date at TGS. Almost for certain at this point.
Oh
right?
well, listen, it's tight. We're getting close. So I can only imagine that they're going to give us all the details. We already know it's coming.
I hope it goes live at that moment
too. So I think that's what's left to do, right? I think everyone's hyped enough. We've heard enough great things. What I'm wondering, though, we did have a discussion about the prices and how, maybe there's going to be some adjustment, right? Because they want to go ahead and have as many people jump in as possible. So that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering how they're coming in with that and what changes were made. Because they were thinking, what, a G?
Well, no, it was going to be 900
I mean,
for the Ally X.
Yeah, but by the time you pick up anything else you're going to get for it, you're looking at about...
Well, with taxes and shit.
Yeah, everything else, once that kicks in.
So, but supposedly they're looking at it and they might go lower. We'll see. I don't care. Either way, I'm getting the X, but I understand the situation.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do something. But yeah, I mean, that will be the time. Obviously, if we're thinking about it, you got Forza Horizon 6. It's essentially a lock, right? It can't be anything else. And then you have ROG Ally. Give us the pricing. We already know the day, right? So just give us the pricing officially, and that'll be good to go. And then, like, from there, when you say announcements, like, it could be anybody.
It could be anybody. It could be anything. I do have to say, though, like, we had no idea about some of the things that we got slapped up with this year. During the summer, during the summer show, we did see Grounded too. Who would have thought? I had no idea that they were even, getting ready to show us anything when it comes to Grounded. Never mind, like, the game's about to drop, right? So I expect the unexpected with them at this point. We don't know what they've been cooking. We don't know what all I know is that it's going to be good. We don't know exactly what they're going to show us, but whatever it is going to be quality. And it's, I love getting surprised and seeing something that wasn't on my mind and getting hyped about playing it.
Yeah. Agreed. And I mean, you also got to imagine that it might be time for Starfield.
Exactly.
I
thought
update. Because that's what they said, right? Update,
I thought we were going to hear about Starfield during the summer show. So since we did not, I agree with you. I think it's time. Let us know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Farrell, what do you think about all this, man? Excited? Pumped? You think us nitpicking the words might mean something, that they're actually going to go ahead and show? I mean, they're telling you feature from they're going to show titles from our creative teams, but when you go back to the tweet, it's studio announcements.
Yes.
I mean, but to be fair as well, it says studio announcements.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be games.
No, but I mean, acquisitions, I'm thinking as well about.
This
is the thing. We've been waiting to hear what's next and what their thoughts are when it comes to this stuff. We do know behind the scenes they were talking to Take-Two about why am I blanking out on the game?
Talking to Take-Two about
I
know what you're
yes.
Damn it. The game that they were Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. Thank you. So they were having conversations and that just came out, right? And we heard about it, and it's like, oh, okay, excuse me. So who knows what else they could have been talking even to them about that had nothing to do with that particular game. So I see Jonas the Dad talking about Sega. I mean, that would be so freaking overdue. I feel like they deserve a ring. Lock it down. But yeah, we've been trying to figure out and we've been waiting to see what their next move is going to be. So hopefully we'll get some answers and some movement when it comes to bringing in new teams and being excited about new games that we're going to get down the road that are going 100%. Straight into Game Pass.
100%.
That's key.
We got the homie Jonas the Dad in the building. Member for 17 months.
Yes,
that's the fuck I'm talking about, my dude. Appreciate you, my brother. Says on point on Tuesday. Let's go. Imagine Xbox using the PlayStation game to show off the system. Ponies are just beyond the pale. What a bunch of douches.
Oh my gosh,
TGS, baby. That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
That would be crazy. But you know what would be crazier than that? You know, if they went ahead and just to take a quick jab, they just, you know, show something like Spider-Man. These gallopers would scream.
Oh my
They
God.
would scream. It will feel like death inside for them. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. And not because I want the game on our platform, but just because I want the reaction from the gallopers when they find out it's eventually going to happen. If it were to happen at a time like this, it would be freaking insane. And the amount of content that will produce would be crazy.
Agreed 100%. That would be it's gonna be so glorious that moment that happens. Oh my God, it's gonna be so great. Mick Kumar says, I'm guessing they'll promote Ninja Gaiden 4 pretty heavily since it's their big Japanese title coming out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be there playable, right? So I don't know if that is gonna take up too much space on the stream. I'm sure they'll mention it and show it, but that would have to be another trailer. Like they showed so much of it, and it's gonna be on the show floor there. So since people are going to get hands-on over there, I don't know if it's necessarily that crazy of a need, but it's also a very big possibility. And I think you're right. Maybe OD in the building for sure.
Yes.
I think it's time. Well, also remember that Hideo Kojima said that they're doing their own show. What date was that? Remember that? We talked about it.
I don't remember the date.
They're going to do updates on their future games. I think it was this month, like September 23rd. I could be making that up, but
okay, so even if they have their own, okay, so wait, the Tokyo Game Show is on the 25th, no?
Yes.
So if they're on the 23rd, it's still like it would still be something that
like leading right up.
that they would want to show during their show. But I do have to say that is more of a status thing of like, look who we're working with than the game, right?
Yeah, more like we got your bitch.
Exactly. Like
it's how good the bitch is, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it don't matter how she rides.
No matter how bad she is. The fact is that we still got her. She was yours, now she ours.
Take that.
She ain't yours no more. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it is a status situation where it's not so much about the game. I mean, it's more about the relationship and like what we got.
Facts. Farrell, I'm forgetting now. Did you start and stop, or did you?
No, you were asking me was I excited, and then y'all started talking about Ninja Gaiden and some of the things y'all kind of went on.
So we asked you, and then you fucking
No, it's all good. But no, I think
you gotta jump in, Farrell.
Sometimes you just gotta shut me up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I you know, there are a couple of Japanese studios and publishers that they've been sniffing around at. So I mean, like, yeah, acquisition could potentially be announced. You know, there's, you know, Square needs help. I think Sega's in a good place. I'm not sure if they necessarily want to be purchased. I know kind of the Sega was kind of separating themselves up a little bit, so that the potential could be there for them to be purchased. So that is
also
a
remember,
possibility.
being in a good place means that you're worth more, as opposed to being in a shit place, which means they get you for dirt cheap. You know?
Yeah, but the thing is that if they were to sell the video game side, they would just have like the pachinko machine, like, you know.
Well, they're already doing that though. So
yeah, but like, I'm saying it's like they don't have like all that, like the Sonic movies make them a ton of money right now. Like, I mean, like there's
Yeah, but you
I
know they are
I get
still
both sides.
but they're still Sega.
Like they're doing, they're
still going to get paid for their IP. Like their employees are still going to make the money. The CEO is still going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
they sell it to Xbox now because Xbox
though.
would buy the whole set. They would buy, and it would just be like Sammy.
They got their footing going. They have their momentum, right? They're doing well, but everybody needs a daddy. You know what I mean? And if somebody's willing to pay up and say hop on the whip, and you're gonna hop in.
My thing is when it comes to Sega is that I don't know if the other part of their business makes it worth it to sell the video game side. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know too much about that other side. Like after that, like if they lose the Sega side, is the pachinko business enough where the shareholders and the people that sold off the gaming division, would they be happy with that? That's kind of like my question there.
But didn't they already separate them? Like, isn't that the point? Like they are separate businesses now, which means they have their own.
They kind of separated, but all the money still funnels into the parent organization. So that's what I'm saying. It'll be interesting to see. Like the potential is there. I just don't know if they'll pull the trigger. I think Square would be more likely to pull the trigger to get purchased because they've had a rough couple years. And they have some attractive titles that Xbox might want. That Kingdom Hearts 4 when that comes out, that's going to be a very big game. And that's supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
Isn't that already going everywhere?
Yeah, but it's like midway through development. It's going to be a very big game when it comes out. If it's in Game Pass, you're trying to penetrate the Japanese market. That's going to be a very big game for the Japanese market. So I can see where that might be attractive. I don't know of anybody else I could think of. Like I feel like Capcom's too strong right now for them to want to be purchased at the moment. Platinum Games, they could buy Platinum. I mean, they're starting to do work with them. Things are looking on the up and up. They could buy Platinum. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm not. I said around this time frame is when, if Xbox was going to buy something, it would be around now. That was my guess a few months ago. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not possible now. I think the possibility exists if Microsoft has the stomach for it still.
Well, I think we know that they're going to be buying people. I mean, there's no denying it. Their ambition is to own shit.
That was on the list.
Yeah, Sega was already going to happen, and then other things happen.
Yeah, but I guess my trepidation now at them making a purchase in Japan is the way that they closed down Tango. I mean, I know that's just a studio versus buying a publisher, which is already kind of self-run, but like the moment that things changed, they weren't necessarily able to pivot and adapt. So I don't know how, with Microsoft purchasing a Sega or Square Enix result in some sort of mass exodus. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's just things that I think they probably are considering that we probably don't think about. We just think about, oh, they bought this company. This company is great. They're going to do great. But I just don't know. It's interesting. That's all I can say. It's very, very interesting.
I mean, sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
sky's
for sure.
the limit. So we could definitely be surprised in a lot of different ways. So it just depends on which way they go. All right. Well, that being said, anything else on this? I'm very excited about this. Anybody else got any bars on this before we move on?
No, I'm just excited to see what I do feel like there are going to be obviously the announcements about, studios. I'm intrigued and excited. We don't know which way they're going to go. I mean, there's a lot on the table, a lot of routes they can take. It can also be something, maybe it's smaller purchases, or it could just be something really big that it's undeniable no matter where you announce it. So we'll see.
Agreed.
Can also be deals that were made, and so the games will be coming to our platform, or they'll be making a game for us. So many variables that can be taking place here. Would you guys be excited about Square?
I would be excited in a sense, because I think Microsoft can kind of, like, people don't realize, like, as a publisher, Square Enix actually makes a lot of freaking games every year. They just don't necessarily place them all in the right places. They're not everywhere when they should be. And they don't necessarily get like the spotlight that they need. Like, they release a lot of smaller JRPGs on the Switch. And then they don't make it to the PlayStation. They don't make it to the Xbox. Sometimes I don't even know if they always make it to PC and Steam. So it's like, I feel like they can do a lot of things to like get Square on the right track, and it actually ends up helping Xbox and other markets. So I think I'd be excited, because I think, you know, they could do some really good things with that company. And then maybe they can, you know, fold other parts back in. Like, maybe they can, like, I don't know, find a way to buy Crystal Dynamics again and make them part of Square again. I don't know. Like, I think there's potential there if they do go that way. They got some good IPs.
The problem is, I think you guys are thinking small potatoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm saying, like, it could be something big. We can get caught off guard.
2K.
Something you can announce anywhere.
But that wouldn't be a Tokyo Game Show announcement.
That would be an anywhere announcement, Farah. I think they don't care about no damn, and everybody will lose their freaking mind because of the big deal.
You don't think the Japan audience likes Grand Theft? You don't think they're gonna be excited for a little Grand Theft Auto?
I think the whole universe loves Grand Theft, but
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and it's not just about loving Grand Theft. It's also about, look at what we can do. Like,
show the world.
We bought exactly.
This is
we
what
bought
we can
ABK,
do.
but listen, a girl can dream. But
yeah,
when it comes to Sega, I feel like you're buying something that it's kind of like I said, they got their momentum kind of going. They can always use more money, and you will be just enhancing to their potential, right? Which has not been necessarily reached. If you think about, they have the racing game coming out, but like the last time we saw a really good Sonic game, like, it would be great to have like an epic Sonic game come back in to play. But also, when you think of them and you think of all these things, and then you think of like Square, and it's like they're limping their way around, and it's like, is that you're gonna have to heal that?
Yeah.
You know, a lot more is going to go into something like that.
Well, I think they make really good games. I think they just need like an adult in the room that knows how to make money.
Is that what PlayStation's missing? An adult in the room?
Well,
in a sense, yes. Like they don't have like that. They don't have that like gaming person that knows how to make money. Yeah, they need an adult in the room.
Hiroki's the only adult. He finally showed up.
Yeah.
He finally showed up.
I told Hiroki.
Oh shit!
How tall is he?
They see him.
Damn, he's a little guy.
Probably like I'm gonna take the over under at 5'7".
I need a stepping stool for Hiroki.
Japanese people aren't necessarily the tallest group of people.
I mean, listen. As long as he keeps doing what he's doing, he's all right in my book. Let me get the motherfucking homie. Let me tell you something. Jonas the Dad is not fucking around.
Oh, let's
Jonas
go.
the Dad in the building with that $5.01 super chat. What did he do? He just became the biggest super chat of the night. He was also the first super chat of the night. He's also the most gifted of the night.
What?
And he was in the top 3.
No.
So our boy Jonas the Dad is a quadruple banger.
Let's go. We like those.
Yo, you got to shout out Jonas the Dad. He is not fucking around. Not fucking around. Quadruple banger in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here.
He is fucking around.
I guess so. I guess maybe that is right. That is right.
Shout out to Jonas the Dad.
Shout out to Jonas the Dad.
Yes.
That $5.01 super chat says Xbox was gonna get Sega before ZeniMax came up. They could either buy or sign long-term second-party deal. Xbox can let them make Xbox shows in movies. I mean, listen, money talks, bro. Anything can happen anywhere, right? At the end of the day, if they want Sega, and to be clear, I know you said, yeah, but they have to want to be bought. Bro, if you show up with enough zeros, motherfuckers want to get bought. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It changes things, right? It's all about the buyer and how much value they see and what they're willing to, to put out there. Anything is up for grabs.
Absolutely. What are you gonna say, Fro?
I'm about to say that they're a publicly traded company, so if you make a good enough offer, they have to present it to the shareholders, and they have to, decide if it's
exactly
worth it or not.
Exactly.
It's not a matter of want to.
They will have to.
Yeah, you make a good offer. It's your obligation to present that.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I'm excited. I may have to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch this shit. It's gonna be a crazy situation, but might have to happen. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Next chapter.
How long?
How long is it?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Probably like 90 minutes.
Probably like
because they announced games that are going in the game. Like they announced games that are going in the Game Pass. They're gonna have their partners up there. I already know Square Enix is gonna be there. That's probably where you're gonna get the official date of when Final Fantasy Remake is coming to Xbox. You're gonna get the Ninja Gaiden 4. You're gonna probably get Forza Horizon 6. It's gonna be probably about a 90-minute show.
I'm ready for it. It's gonna be.
It's the East version of E3, basically. So I expect a similar show.
All right. Well, and move on to the next chapter I have here. All right. Chapter 2. The drama continues. That's right. How IGN posted, hot on the heels of former Bethesda executive P. Hines questioning Xbox Game Pass as a business strategy, a former Microsoft executive has backed the comments, insisting Microsoft subscription service creates weird inner tensions. Let's go ahead and read the actual story here. It says, I can attest that Pete is correct. Oh, wow.
That's what we need.
That's what we were hoping for.
We need reinforcement.
Yep.
Pete called for reinforcements.
He did.
Oh man.
He's like, please help me. They're calling me stupid.
I'm out here looking stupid. I need some backup from another dumbass who we don't want to hear from. From another has-been. Come on, man. That no one cares about. Come on, bring on another one. Who's the next loser that we're gonna hear from?
Oh my god. Listen,
motherfuckers are lining up for some nonsense.
You ain't wrong.
The crazy shit is that they probably think they're like Avengers or something, and they're gonna team up together to bury Game Pass, the evilness of Game Pass.
Oh my god!
So fucking dumb.
It is crazy. At this point, it's insanity.
Yeah, it's just like they keep going. They're saying the same shit, and it's like, come on, man. All right, so hot on the heels of former Bethesda executive P. Hines questioning Xbox Game Pass as a business strategy, a former Microsoft executive has backed the comments, insisting Microsoft's subscription service creates weird inner tensions. Last week, Bethesda software. Bro, they're going to keep repeating shit. Last week, Bethesda Software's former senior vice president of global marketing and communications, P. Hines, said gaming subscription services like Xbox Game Pass are worth jack shit if the game developers who create content for them are not properly supported. Of course, remember, guys, Microsoft walks into every developer studio that has their game in Game Pass with a pistol, puts it to their head, and says, yo, sign or die. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them trick you. Developers are not choosing their own free will to sign these contracts and put their games on Game Pass. No.
I think
and they're not receiving money for it.
It speaks for itself. If they're not properly supported, obviously they are properly supported. Therefore, this is why this is taking place. If it wasn't, then it wouldn't be happening. This is so ridiculous.
It is. And
what jack shit? What a freaking dum-dum.
Bro, you can't make it up. It's really crazy. All right. So continuing, says subscriptions have become the new 4-letter word, right? You can't buy a product anymore, Heinz said. You absolutely can't buy. God,
oh my gosh, it is available to
literally
purchase.
It's only available on Xbox and PC, PlayStation, Nintendo. Nobody has Steam. They do not have Game Pass. Games are bought everywhere, but they're crying.
Guess what? Even if you have Game Pass, you can still buy this shit. What is their fucking problem? Oh my gosh. Like,
oh my God.
Do your research before you come out here and you talk nonsense. I don't know who they're trying to get to. Like, who doesn't know that these games are available to freaking buy?
Exactly. Continues, when you talk about a subscription that relies on content, if you don't figure out how to balance the needs of the service and the people running the service with the people who are providing the content, without which your subscription is worth jack shit, then you have a real problem. Okay.
But let me ask you a question. Who should be concerned about Game Pass being a real problem?
Not us.
No, but I'm just saying, who created this? This is Xbox's shit. Wouldn't they have an issue if there's a problem with Game Pass? Meaning,
they're putting all their games.
They're putting everything in there.
Yeah.
If there's not a problem with the money that they're making and that they're putting out with all these studios and all these games, and they're still managing to make freaking money, then who's the issue for? It's not our problem. We're good.
Facts.
For sure.
I love how they're trying to screw us because they know that these ponies and pony bots are like, what? Xbox Game Pass is not good for the developers? Like, come on, who the fuck is going to stop getting Game Pass? It doesn't matter who it affects. I don't care if my money goes to a freaking quesadilla. Give the quesadilla the fucking money. I want my Game Pass. Whoever's getting this money or however this is happening, keep it moving.
Facts.
Yeah, sure.
100%. Just real quick before I continue on, it's funny. Amir Kumar says Microsoft Xbox have so many bitter unemployed exes.
Seriously.
He says these clowns keep popping out from the bushes. Ain't nobody give a fuck what your washed up ass thinks about Game Pass. There's a reason you're not working in the industry anymore. Facts. You got the homie Stanley Francois saying they're acting like Phil is Suge Knight and Xbox's Death Row Records forcing devs to put games on Game Pass. Yo, it's true. You got Red saying during P-High's tenure, ZeniMax shifted to live service direction after most of their single-player games were struggling pre-Microsoft acquisition when they relied on retail sales.
Yes.
You shouldn't be talking. Facts. Microsoft literally picked these hoes up from the street corner and said, yo, It's okay. Put your shit away, all right? Get dressed. You don't have to make that a multiplayer game no more, okay?
Get dressed.
Hey, put your clothes back on. Get in the car. You don't got to shake your ass anymore.
Make a decent one out of you, okay?
We're going to put you back on the straight and narrow, okay? No, don't touch my pants. I don't need that from you.
Stop bending over.
We're trying to get you clean.
Stand up straight. Get off your knees, girl.
Yeah.
Get off
You
your
can
knees.
take off your knee pads. You ain't getting bruised out there no more. You straight, okay?
It is so insane.
Take that multiplayer out of Redfall, okay? Take that shit out, all right? Go ahead.
Get my dick out your mouth, girl.
Always. Why I gotta go so far? Oh, goddamn. Hit that finger finger blast for Doodle. You know, Doodle shows up and it goes from towing the line, right? Towing the line to fucking say, fuck the line, and just throwing it out the fucking window.
You started this shit. You know you can't start nothing around.
I didn't say nothing about
trying to keep the show tame.
Right?
She was on her knees, baby. What she was doing down there? She had his dick and his balls in his mouth.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! You heard? She said that. We didn't say that.
Wow,
she said that.
Dark Doodle, wow. I know. I didn't say nothing. All right, yeah. I was talking helpful shit. This was some pretty woman shit on my end. You know what I'm saying?
We're not the misogynist, okay? She said that, not us.
God damn. God damn. That's wild.
I'm just saying the truth with the little finger blasting. I'm just saying.
It may be the
Get her off the streets.
That's how you do
finger
it.
Blasting for you. Okay.
Clean your hands, girl.
Nothing like a good finger blasting while she has a mouthful, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, what is happening? What is happening? You see now you
everybody
got Pharaoh jumping over the line. Say, fuck it. I can't see the line either. All right. I don't know the line. There's no more line. Oh my god. God damn it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Lift up your ankles, girl. Stand up straight.
Oh fuck. Mac 22 tears for phone at $2. Hashtag Dark Doodle. Oh my god. Yo.
Mac, what's good, baby?
God damn it.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I mean,
you
these
were
people
thinking it. I'm just saying.
I mean, we were on the line. You know what I'm saying? That's all. We were on the line, and not like a line of cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like just regular line. We were there. We were chilling. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Look at Jonas' dad. New shirt idea. I pay CMoney to finger blast me.
Let's go.
Wow.
Oh, she would wear that. She would wear that.
Wow.
That would be the Target shirt. You know, Target.
That's broke. Just say it on the Target shirt on point. I pay on point in the front. On the back, it says I pay CMoney to finger blast me. I don't know if they would let that shirt get made. I gotta see.
I don't know. I don't know. We should try though.
And we're talking about a button, guys. See, that's the finger blast that we're talking about. I don't know about nothing else. I don't know.
Crazy shit would be like if somebody comes up to you and they're like, "I'll finger blast you for free."
You can do I pay CMoney, an emoji of a finger and a blast, and then me.
Oh, let's go.
Maybe that might be a creative way to work around it. We'll see.
I like that.
Yeah, motherfucker's crazy.
But
we got Amit Kumar bringing us back. Amit Kumar bringing us back.
My bad. Let's go.
Said P. Hines was always a punk. I remember he was apologizing to ponies because Starfield was exclusive. Then he was acting soft during the ABK trials. F him. Facts. 100%. It's true.
You know, these guys have egos, and I feel like he's probably a little bit upset that, you know, the decisions that he ran ZeniMax into the ground to the point where Microsoft had to purchase them. Like, I know and Starfield was going to be exclusive to PlayStation. You know,
he was okay with that shit happening. They literally were going to do that.
But he's apologizing to the gallopers because it's exclusive to us.
Yeah, so
fuck you, bitch.
And the reason that Starfield was going to be exclusive to the PlayStation and Deathloop and Tokyo Ghostwire was because they were in such financial dire straits. That's the reason that was taking place. Because before then, ZeniMax wasn't doing those exclusivity deals. Those exclusivity deals did not exist. You know, once the hardware was able to be ran, once the games were able to run on both pieces of hardware, there was no exclusivity. So, I mean, that was it happened on his watch. It was his fault. He was on the brink of losing Tango GameWorks before Xbox decided to close it them damn selves. So, if it weren't for Xbox, we don't get Hi-Fi Rush. The studio would have closed before that game came out. Like there's a bunch of games that we wouldn't have got before, like Redfall, wouldn't have got Redfall. Like, even though Redfall didn't release in the best state, it wouldn't have ever came out at all. It's a bunch of games that just wouldn't have seen the light of day if ZeniMax stayed ZeniMax by themselves. So I think he feels a certain way about that they got purchased, and then, you know, Phil did what he wanted to do with them instead of what he thought. But we just paid $9 billion, basically. A $7 to $9 billion. Like, I'm gonna do what I want. I bought the shit. So
exactly. But Phil was being mad kumbaya about everything until he had to freaking come out here and apologize for certain things that took place.
He had to drop the hammer.
So you can't sit here and have it both ways. You can't fuck up and then it's on Phil, but you get to do whatever you want, and like it just falls on him. No. If this is going to fall on me, then you better answer to me. Plain and simple.
Facts.
It just
they embarrassed him. You know what I'm saying? They embarrassed him.
They didn't come out here and say, are going way too hard on Phil. This was us. We did this. We made this mess. We failed you. No. They didn't do that.
Because to be fair, Phil was actually like, he made Starfield exclusive, but for the most part, he kind of let them do their own thing until the Redfall situation took place. So, you know, P. Hines had a lot of leeway post acquisition. It wasn't like, you know, Phil was over there ruling with an iron fist per se. So if he was, Redfall wouldn't have happened the way that it did. So, I mean, like I said, I think it's just an ego thing. Like,
and listen, this is what happens when you don't mismanage, right? Because what did they want? They wanted a Herman Hole situation where we let freaking Pete run around here, do whatever the heck he wants until he runs it to the ground. No, he was not going to get his way. Obviously, he's out here apologizing to these damn gallopers who ain't shit, by the way. So if you're out here apologizing to them and you didn't have a problem making your games exclusive to freaking PlayStation, you're not content with the situation, period. For all I know, you're here to sabotage. So get to stepping. Right? We're not going to let him freaking come over here and take over knowing what's in his heart. Like, we seen you. We know your colors, bro. You're not going to come out here and just do whatever you want to do. And what? Phil was just going to sit there and smile? No, I paid up. You're mine now. You're my bitch.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what Doodle would say, but his colors are pink.
Oh my god.
We know why.
Listen, I wish to stop at Mr. P. Hines, but of course you have Tweedledee, you have Tweedledum coming around the corner, and says over on LinkedIn, former PlayStation exec Sean Layden expressed support for a Hines comment, saying it hits the nail right on the head.
You might as well have said I'm with stupid.
Didn't Layden recently get let go as well?
Sean Layden?
He's no longer at Tencent, right?
He got let go from Tencent?
He's not there anymore from what I heard. Like, it was quiet, but apparently he's no longer at Tencent.
Hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I could have swore I recently heard that.
Wow. Motherfucker lucky he made some money.
Seriously.
He's gonna be that hole we're gonna pick up and try to keep him off the street. God damn.
These motherfuckers are out here drinking over Phil's decisions.
That's real wild. They're having a circle jerk over this shit. The question is not, is the service profitable for the platform? Layden, a vocal critic of video game subscription services, added. By the way, there's only one video game subscription service that matters is Game Pass. So just say a vocal critic of Xbox Game Pass added, is it healthy and helpful for the developer is what we need to ask. No, bitch, that's not what we need to ask.
No.
Is it healthy and helpful for the gamer?
Yes, we need to look out
are the ones
for us, right? And this looks out for us. Listen, see, you have such a great situation going on over here. What you said just makes all the sense in the world. You would not be, and there have been many developers that come out here praising how putting their games in Game Pass has helped them, right? And how, you know, how happy they are with their experience. But the idea that, you know, these developers are being forced to do something that they don't want to do, especially with like social media out there the way that it is. It just takes a little bit of whining, especially against Xbox, for the whole world to collapse. So it's not that type of situation. It's just, it sounds a little crazy to act as if they're in there and they know what's taking place. The only people, and even, you know, unless it's like a situation where we know it wasn't messy, you can't necessarily trust what people come out here and say. But like, it's not coming from the developers themselves, and even that you have to take with a grain of salt, but it's not coming from them. So who are they to speak on behalf of the developers?
Agreed.
These are people that already made their money and they have some type of issue with the way things are going. But if things were not going this way, we would be, as the consumers, the one affected by the changes.
And they keep trying to make it, they keep trying to pretend like we're stupid. And they keep saying developers as if the individual people who are working on this game for a studio, for a company, are somehow privy to make extra money outside of possible bonuses or whatever.
Exactly.
But that's structured by the studio. So if you're tying your bonuses to game sales and you're putting your game in Game Pass, that is your choice, right? That's the studio's choice. It's not an Xbox problem. And these people are getting paid to do their job. They go in, they clock out, and they keep it moving.
I don't understand. And I have such a problem with these double standards where people want to pretend and they want to pretend that they give a crap about the greater good and people out there, right? To get their point across. They have a problem with Game Pass. They don't give a shit about the developers, to be clear, right? Yeah. If they gave a crap about the developers, they would have been out here outraged when, you know, they were out here, developers from PlayStation were out here saying how they barely have enough money. Yet they have to go to these higher ups and go see their cars because they have so much, right? Come on, man. You can't be selective. If you give a crap when that took place, you should have been outraged. You're not fighting for people who are out here crying. So there's not an issue.
It's fake
when
outrage.
People speak up, then you go ahead and you have an issue for them. If this is the type of person that you are, you can't be selective and expect me to believe your bullshit.
Facts.
Yep. And so often we see these games have wild success and they still lay off the entire staff as if the game had no success. A game like Marvel Rivals, when that game finally launched, they didn't care that the game was a smash hit. They let go of the people they felt they needed to let go because they didn't feel like they needed them anymore. It wasn't about the game, how much the game sold. The company had an idea in mind of what they needed. So, and you weren't needed no more. So we want to make as much money as possible. We can't make all that money if we keep you. And that just is how it goes. And that's how it goes at PlayStation. That's how it goes at Xbox, Nintendo, Sega, Square, you name the big publisher, that's how it goes there. So that's what it's all about, the bottom line.
100%. 100%. All right, let's keep reading this shit. Layden's comment prompted a comment from former Xbox Game Studio VP Shannon Loftus, who provided some insight that benefits from coming from a former Microsoft employee. Loftus, who retired from Microsoft in 2022 after 29 years at the company. And just to be clear, as much as that sounds impressive, that's 29 years, which is great for her. She was there for a long time. She clearly couldn't cut it in the, post Game Pass world.
Yep.
Right. She was from the old school and she didn't like the change, and that pissed her off. And now she's gone.
A lot of people who are running around here up in arms are people that are just pissed off because they can't adapt to the changes. Just like when people were outraged out there with Xbox putting the games on another platform. They were outraged because what was affecting them when it comes to like paying for Game Pass, still getting your games and everything else that you were getting, other than the change that you could not emotionally process and handle.
Facts. And she basically lasted like 5 years. And because remember, it started in 2017, right? Game Pass. But it wasn't, just to remember, Game Pass was not Xbox first party day and dates right from the beginning. That was added later. So the fact of the matter is, she didn't last that long in this new world, right? In this new world. So she served as a manager on several Xbox projects, including Fable, the original, Viva Pinata, old as shit, Banjo, old as shit, and Age of Empires, the original ones. As a longtime first-party Xbox developer, I can attest that Pete is correct, Loftus said. While Game Pass can claim a few victories, what an asshole.
Yeah.
With games that otherwise would have sunk beneath the waves, Human Fall Flat, etc. The majority of game adoption on Game Pass comes at the expense of retail revenue, unless the game is engineered from the ground up for post-release monetization. I could and may someday write pages on the weird inner tensions this creates. First of all,
I love how someone's setting themselves up for
I'm gonna make a book
or a documentary or some type of bullshit. Wow, someone is thirsty. This is sad. This is sad that this is what you have to focus on after you've retired. This is how you want to shit on whatever you've worked on, and like this is what you want to be remembered by. The bitch that came out here and said all this nonsense. It's crazy to think that the idea, I've called it a few victories, a couple of victories. Come on, man. That when you say something so ridiculous, you cannot be taken seriously. You can't.
100%. It's so stupid. There's so many success stories. And again, outside of Xbox first party. So Xbox first party are obviously mandated, right? That has to happen.
Yep.
But outside of that, literally all of those hundreds of games that are in Game Pass are from third parties who are doing it of their own will. And some of them come out, and then go back in.
Exactly. Yeah. They want more. So let me ask you a question though. Does Phil force them to not put their games on other platforms? Or is that just a Game Pass deal? You can still sell your game on our platform. The players will be enticed to not only play your game, but to buy it with a discount. You can put your games on any other platform you like. So there are no restrictions, because I want to know where the concern was when some deals were signed, right? Kind of like there's a deal signed for Game Pass. When there's a deal signed with PlayStation and they say you cannot put your game on any other platforms, right? And you also have to wait until our deal is up before you even start working on a game. If this is something that's limited, until our deal's up, until you start working on the version of the game that's going to those other platforms. So I want to know where they felt that these developers were treated unfairly, or there was some type of issue when it comes to the sales of the game when those deals were made. Because I'm pretty sure some of those deals came with a lot of consequences, right? Yeah. That, shall we not talk about those? Because they're not a part of Game Pass and Xbox. It's not a part of the hate wagon that we're creating here, right? So we can't speak on that. I'm just saying, again, the concern should go everywhere. If there's nothing to see here because there's nothing put out there, but when we've seen studios close down, people getting laid off because these developers chose to put their game on the PlayStation platform and lock themselves out of anywhere else. Again, we've heard the stories. Where is the outrage for that? Where are the books that you're going to write on that?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's so fucking true. I mean, you've seen everybody move away from PlayStation, and the media quiet on it, right? Nobody cares. Nobody wants to say nothing.
Yeah.
Farrell, what were you gonna say about it?
I just feel like it's all lies. I really do, because like I played, like, you know, they brought up Human Fall Flat. I played Human Fall Flat because it was in Game Pass. I was never gonna buy that game.
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
I was never gonna buy that game. Like,
Nope.
So when they say that the game comes at the expense of retail revenue, a lot of the games that I do play in Game Pass, I was never going to purchase because I never had an initial interest in it. But because it was in Game Pass, you know, I was like, oh, me and the kids, we could try this one out. It looks like something, you know, we could try, or oh, this is something new. I never really, you know, thought about playing. Like the games that I was gonna buy that year, I'm buying, whether they're in Game Pass or not. And Game Pass, but there are games that I do find in Game Pass that kind of add to my gaming budget for the year. I end up buying more games, or I end up purchasing more content. Like, for instance, last year was the first year Call of Duty was in Game Pass. I don't buy Call of Duty, but because Call of Duty was in Game Pass, I bought the Vault Edition. So that's an added sale, because I was never going to buy Call of Duty. I never had any interest in buying Call of Duty. But because, and I'll do the same thing this year. I'll do the Vault Edition. I'll play the campaign, and I'll stay away from y'all sweaty people in them lobbies that like to do all the multiplayer shit. But, you know,
and just like that, they got themselves a new player.
Like, yeah, and I'm a consumer, and I know a lot of people have the exact same behavior as me. Like, I know that there is a very small amount of people who subscribe to a service and say, because I am subscribed to this service, I am not going to spend any more money on my hobby. There's a very few amount of people who are subscribed to Netflix and Disney Plus and say, you know what, from now on, I'm never going to the movies again. You know what, I'm not purchasing cable. You know what, I'm not absorbing any other content any other way outside of, you know, Netflix and Disney Plus.
To be clear, not that there's anything wrong.
There's nothing wrong.
That is your decision. If you have Game Pass and you say to yourself, for $20 a month, I get my fill of gaming, then that is 100% a valid thing to do. You do not need to spend a penny outside of Game Pass if you don't want to. That's the beauty. It's choice.
Right? It is choice. But it's not the reality for most people. Most people, whatever thing they sign up for, if they really like that thing, they still make purchases outside of that to get more of the same similar type of content, whether it be music, movies, whatever. Like, you know, you don't subscribe to one magazine and then that's the only magazine you ever read. Like, most people are subscribed to multiple magazines. Like, it's just how people do.
Also, but that being said, though, I only subscribe to YouTube Music. I don't go buy music anywhere else. I don't listen to music anywhere else. YouTube Music is the only place I listen.
Spotify and, you know, the Apple and all the other crap. But yeah, I'm down to freaking YouTube Music as well, and that's the only place where I listen.
Why would you subscribe to multiple places, Farrell?
Because you got the dumbass Alexa thing in your fucking kitchen. In order to listen to music on it, you got to have Amazon Music too. It's fucking bullshit. But
listen, if you have Prime, you get the basic shit. You don't need to pay for the.
Yeah, but then the wife wants to hear this song, the kid wants to hear that song, and the next thing you know,
drop Alexa and go get the Google Home.
You gotta have them both.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. I got the little Nest Puck in my room because Google gave me one for free, but we got Amazon, everything else around the crib, so I got 2 music services. And my wife might have Spotify. I don't know, but if she does, I'm like, why? But you know.
Well, listen, to each their own. That's the point, right? It was your choice to have all this shit. Okay, that's your choice.
But I love having, and I noticed that I'm also like kind of selective. I like having all the apps, right? Like Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Apple TV, Paramount, Peacock. I want to click on whatever I want to click on and be able to see what they have in there. And I've noticed that I'm kind of like, I could be all in on Netflix and then drop them and be like, okay, I'm not unsubscribing, but I move on to, let me see what Paramount has, and I'll live in there for a little while, and then I'll move to something else. Like, it's just, and again, like you said, Farrell, and I don't stop going to the movies if I want to go to the movies, just because I have access at home to whatever the heck I want, right?
Yeah.
It's just about having choices. And I also understand what you're saying, see, because it doesn't mean that you have to. Having Game Pass, it doesn't mean that you have to go and spend money on games still. That's it. That's you can live in there and not have to do anything else, right? You can save the money you were spending. There are plenty of games in there. We're not talking about PlayStation Plus, where you're like, okay, well, let me go around and see what else I can catch, right? There's not enough there for people to stay excited. New games popping in all the freaking time. It's just not like that. So I can understand that you want to go out there and explore. But when it comes to competing with subscription services, if Game Pass had to be the beast that it is in order for it to stand on its own, and leave the other ones behind, because PlayStation, Nintendo, they're not offering what Game Pass offers.
No, not even close.
No.
You know what the crazy shit is too? Actually, I just read Michelle Alexander says, I'm like, Doodle, I have all the subs, but only actually pay for Prime and Disney, and I have AMC A-list.
Let's go.
I'm an AMC.
Have gotten AMC A-list as well.
I am that.
Shout out to Michelle.
You got AMC A-list as well?
Yeah.
That's the cool shit. You know what it is? Just the math don't math. If you go,
I'll go to the movies enough for it to be worth it. But
bro, the AMC by us, for if you go one day, that's not Wednesdays, because Wednesday's half off. But if you go one day, it's $20 a ticket.
Yeah.
One day for the nicer seats, right? Like for the nicer theater. So one ticket, it's $25 a month for 4 movies a week.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Even if you just go to that one movie or maybe 2
if you catch one movie a month, you're making it worth it.
Yeah.
If you do 2 movies a month, you're winning. And if you do any more than that, it's just fucking free shit.
And once you go to their Dolby freaking, like, you can't go back. You can't go back.
I hate the digital theater.
Yeah.
My house is better than the digital theater.
Yeah.
So I won't do that shit. But yes, I agree with you. But the point that I was going to say is, on top of this whole conversation, right? I love how they try to make Game Pass this fucking big victim. And then at the other side, I know people will say, well, the real problem is free to play games. This is the thing that
there's
blows
always
my
a
mind.
problem and something to blame. Fortnite's still doing their own freaking thing.
They are. But this is the thing that's wild. Somehow people want to pretend that the people who only stay on Game Pass, or the people who only play these free-to-play games, that if those things didn't exist, that these people would somehow just have more money to go buy $70 games at a pop. Like understand that you're like, the people think they're trying to blame these scenarios and say that because of these things, these people are not buying games. No, fam. We already saw the stats. We saw the stats. People are only buying 1 or 2 games a year.
Exactly. Yeah. They weren't doing that. And guess what? These things have to exist. Game Pass has to exist because people are not going to go and buy every freaking game that's in there. In every game that's released. They're not going to. Right? Yeah. So if there's something like Game Pass when you can grab a bag from and you're guaranteed that money at least to begin with, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the amount of games that come out constantly, people are not going to go and scoop up every single game. I will tell you right now, with the amount of content that's out there and the way that these developers like to do things, right? Because I feel like nowadays, because of social media, people out there talking, having their opinions on what these developers end up doing with a subscription service like Game Pass, where people sometimes, like I've said, use it just to test out games and then go and buy it. They don't talk about that side though, right? The people that go ahead, test out the games, and they're like, all right, bet I like it, let me go pick it up. Because that doesn't suit their narrative. But if that wasn't the situation, a lot of these developers were out here just burning people, right? They were giving them a version of the game that either didn't line up with what the players saw they were going to get, or it wasn't what they were expecting, and they just were happy with grabbing that money up front and not having to answer to anybody, right? Poof, I'm gone. The thing is that they were not going to get tricked again. They were going to come back to support your game. So if you think that trickery that now you can no longer do because things are out there and there's subscription services out there that, you know, have games, like Farrell said, I went ahead and play forget the name with his kids. We played the
Human Fall Flat.
Yes, Human Fall Flat. You weren't going to buy that game, but you played it with your kids. And if your kid said to you, I want to have that game, you would have bought the game.
Not to mention the unquantifiable, which is how many people did his friends talk, the kids' friends, like how many friends did they talk to and tell about the game?
I'm playing this, and then they go and play it, or they
bought it, or you know what I'm saying?
My kid made all his friends buy this game called Spider Heck. I don't know if y'all played that one, but yeah, he made all his friends buy Spider Heck because he played it.
Spider Heck.
Spider Heck. It's
Spider
like
Heck.
Yeah, it's like a game where you you're a spider and you swing around and you fight. Like you got to clear stages. Yeah. It's a pretty cool game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You would love it on a handheld, like when Rogue Ally. Like it's a fun game to play, like on a handheld. Nice. It would be great to play on a handheld. But yeah, like he made all his friends buy that game, and I'm sure other kids do the same thing. They find a game in Game Pass, and their friends don't have Game Pass. They like, hey, you got to get this game because his friends come over, they play it, and they like, I want that game. So
exactly.
You know what?
Kids have FOMO too.
They do. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna grab Navy Shadow over here because he brings up what a fucking great point this is.
What's up, Navy?
Navy Shadow in the building says, and first party is a bullet you have to swallow to get people to sub to help the indie games, because otherwise, why would any of us pay for more than just core in the first place? So the part that the part that I want to focus on is the fact that he says first party is a bullet you have to swallow to get people to sub to help the indie game.
Yep.
That is the craziest shit because, man, I forget
what report it was. A big point. Shout out to Navy Shadow.
One of the devs said that the big game didn't hurt them. It helped them because the big game brought more people in. And after they finished playing that game, they're like, what's next? And they look for these other games.
Exactly.
Microsoft is literally, for the sake of the industry, going ahead and swallowing that first party bullet, just like Shadow put it, and is obviously taking their potential retail sales and lowering them by having Game Pass. It's just a fact. Because yes, absolutely. I wouldn't be buying a whole bunch of games, but if Xbox had no Game Pass and it never existed, not if you try to take it away from me now, there'll be hell to pay. But before Game Pass came, yeah, I would buy a lot of first party
you buy
Xbox
more
games.
Than the average. You spend a lot of money on games. So this balances out. And I'm sure it balanced out with whoever had their box just sitting there not buying a damn thing a year. That's the thing. Like, who knows who's buying what, really? They're just doing an average of what, how the numbers play out. But this is a big deal because I do love what he's pointing out. Navy's saying that, they're putting this up and this is what people are coming in for. They're still making these deals with these indie games, and those are kind of like the aftermath that are being seen because people came in to play Indiana Jones or Call of Duty. Or like, you have to that's how they were lured in. And now these games get an opportunity to be seen in a way that they probably wouldn't have before. And people are trying them out and spreading the word. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Edward Lafferty, what's up, player? Says retail revenue is an irrelevance. The only figure that really matters is the profit a game makes, and devs shouldn't care if that profit is made from retail sales or Microsoft licensing for Game Pass.
That's the point
too.
Because
Edward, that's all they care about.
The developers already got paid.
Yeah, P. Hines, Shannon Loftus, these other people, they're so full of shit. Again, the devs don't give a fuck. The execs are saying, I'm going to sign that because I want that bag. I'm going to sign that because I don't know how good my game's going to do, and I'm really hoping that this helps promote it. Like, this is just what it is. These people are not fucking worried about how the money comes. They just care about the money coming in.
And
right? That's what it is.
It's also very disingenuous because these people that they're talking to are at the executive level. And when these games went to Game Pass, I guarantee you their KPIs changed. So it wasn't all based on retail revenue at that point once Game Pass became a thing. So it became, I'm sure their KPIs became strongly engagement driven on top of, sales also. So sales factored in, engagement factored in, and that's how those executives got paid, because developers for the most part don't necessarily get paid off of whatever KPIs that the game does or doesn't hit. They get paid on a month-to-month salary based on the work that they did developing the game.
Exactly. And to pretend otherwise is just disingenuous. And that's just the reality of what it is. All right. Anything else on this before we move on to the next topic?
No, I think we buried Pink Pete enough.
All right. The rest of this is super. It's much smaller, but still wanted to go ahead and then put it out here. But hold on, if I can fucking find it, where the fuck did it go? Bro, what did I do? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. All right. Like I said, this one's a little quicker, but still worth a conversation, I think. All right. So, chapter 3.
Sounds like a question, C.
It is chapter 3. All right. So yes, there is word on the PlayStation 6. Who knew that would be a thing? Insider Gaming says that PlayStation 6 will launch with 2 console options: digital only, and then digital only with the detachable disc drive. The PlayStation 6 isn't expected for a few more years at least, but it's a good to know gamers who enjoy physical games have an option.
My gosh, this is why. Let me guess, the detached, because it's gonna be so separate, right?
Fact.
Because it's gonna be so separate. Come on, man. This is the nonsense that we get to hear about freaking PlayStation. Who's putting this out again?
Who's putting what out?
This post.
It's Insider Gaming.
Got it.
I'm just chalking this up as another batch of lies.
Yeah,
if the hardware isn't coming out in another couple, if it's not coming out for a few more years, then PlayStation themselves don't know if they're even going to do a disc drive anymore. Like in 2 years, like the market could change so much that like physical just really isn't a thing anymore. Like it's already not a thing on PC. It's becoming not a thing on Xbox. It's not a thing on the Switch anymore. They just use game key cards. It's not a physical game anymore on the Switch. So, I mean...
But, Faro, how in the heck are they going to rip off the disc drive, throw it in a box, and sell it to you separately?
I mean, they're doing it now, so...
Exactly.
And people are going for it. And the worst part about the PlayStation detachable disk drive is that it's DRM driven. So apparently, once you attach it to a PlayStation 5, it is paired to that PlayStation 5 for life. You can't put it onto another one.
What?
That's what I read when they first started it. Apparently, it's DRM, so like you can't, like you got to buy a detachable disk drive per PlayStation 5. You can't say, hey, let me hold your detachable disk drive so I can play this game that you are letting me borrow because I only have a digital Xbox. I only have a digital PlayStation. Apparently, you can't do that.
That's really crazy. That's real crazy. If that's the case, that's fucking insane. So one of the sources said, according to one source, unless things are changed at the last
minute.
minute.
See what you've got there.
Oh, sorry. According to one source, unless things are changed at the last minute, PlayStation is firm on the decision because the disk drive for the PlayStation 5 hit all the company's internal targets. Again, it was reiterated by the source that the decision was made to reduce manufacturing and shipping costs during uncertain times, likely referring to the tariff trade war. These uncertain times have seemingly influenced PlayStation's decision on the look of the next PlayStation 2, as rumblings suggest that this time around, the PlayStation 6 will have a much simpler design than its predecessor, again, to maximize efficiency, shipping space, weight, and so on. Dude,
So
these motherfuckers already
they
already put the PlayStation 5 in like an egg crate.
I know.
These motherfuckers are gonna take the PlayStation 6, throw it in a fucking Walmart plastic bag and throw it at you. Like, here you go, bitch. There's your new console.
Oh my God, they are trying to cut costs at any, but the crazy thing is that they're going to come out here and charge much more. And how is this a thing? You're cutting corners beyond belief, but the consumer's supposed to pay up.
100%. 100%. And again, it's during these uncertain times for them.
I'm just uncertain times mean because Hiroki too brokey, as our boy Ryuar would say. Uncertainty means that they don't have the money. If the PlayStation pisser is any indication as to what the PlayStation 6 is going to be, yikes.
Yeah.
That's a scary time.
You know what? I'm not even going to say Sony doesn't have the money. I think it's at a place now where Sony is saying you're not worth my money. Because you're taking so many L's over there. Like,
but hand in hand with that is because they ain't got the money.
They don't have the money to not. Yeah, they weren't. Listen, they had those moments where they're like, "Go ahead, make these big games, right?"
I mean, they purchased Bungie for $3 billion.
Bungie, and the list goes on.
They purchased Bungie on food stamps, though.
Like,
you know like
IOU.
They got the EBT card for Bungie.
All right. They purchased Insomniac before the PlayStation 5 generation started, so we're not going to count them. Look at all the purchases they made this generation. All of them have been a complete and utter failure and waste of money. Like, they lost even more money after they purchased them because the companies just they couldn't even break even on the games they were making for PlayStation anymore.
Big facts.
Like, what was it? What's the Returnal Studio called? Like, that game didn't make any money. You know,
Returnal?
The Concord developer, Firewalk, they didn't make any money.
Novel?
Yeah. They did they had the Fire Sprite. They did the partnership with Fire Sprite. That fell out. The Jade Raymond deal, that fell out. Like, everything they purchased this generation.
You know, that other guy got fired too or left. So Jade Raymond left. Somebody took her place, and then that motherfucker left too.
I mean, it's just every time they wrote a check to PlayStation, they fucked it up.
It's true.
It's true. I'm surprised that Herman Holst isn't chained to a cinder block at the bottom of the ocean by PlayStation by now, by all the money he's lost.
Oh my God.
Don't give him any ideas. Where's Jim? Where's Factions?
Jimbo, where you at?
They might just hand him a samurai sword and walk out the room and like tell him you know what to do with it.
Listen, I feel
you
like
know what to do.
they've gotten to the point where that should have been taking place. The way that Herman and everyone in there, the way that they're playing with their money, it's crazy. It's crazy. The fact that they still trust these dumbasses to come out here and make good judgment. I don't know. I don't know. It's like self-inflicted. It just seems, it's almost frustrating to see how self-inflicted all this has been.
Yeah. We're talking about billions of dollars. We're not talking about a little bit of money. We're talking like I would estimate around like $5-6 billion in losses between like just acquisitions and failed games. They purchased Bungie for 3.8. Concord was nearly a $1 billion in acquisition plus development costs, and then you got that Returnal studio, and then
they're hiring that studio.
Yeah, like
they're hiring more people.
And then you got this LFG debacle with gummy bears and
oh my gosh,
marathon. Like,
bro, don't even.
That's a lot of money to lose frivolously like this. That's a lot of money.
Exactly. It's not just scooping up. Then you have to support the team that you've brought in, right?
Yeah.
You have to, they get paid, right? This is not listen, this is what we've got now. I already paid you. This is done. That's just a part of that.
Yeah, it's not a one-time expense. It's an ongoing expense. And they're not making any money. Like
you've opened the gate. This is what the upfront. Now I'm going to support your ass till the end of time. No, and the cancel games, the amount of games that they started that they just shut down, that's money that went out that they're not seeing anything for. Those are all losses.
You know what's crazy too, and this is the shit that turns me off to this whole idea about this PlayStation next gen console. It's like, what do we hear about Xbox's next gen plans? Oh, it's gonna be amazing, biggest technological jump. We're putting all this stuff. We're doing these big things. It's gonna be so crazy. Gonna have the AI. We're gonna have what was the other shit? Like visuals that never were possible in a game, or you could do things like there's nothing but hype.
This is why it's so freaking frustrating when people say that, oh, this is as good as video games are going to get. It's like shut up and take a seat. Like, what are you doing?
If you're a PlayStation only person, you've peaked.
If you are a PlayStation fan, you are going back in time. You are on a time machine, and you're going to be taken back in time. And you're going to be seeing games that you are going to think that, oh, well, how did I buy a PlayStation 5 and I'm playing a PlayStation 3 game? How is that possible?
Facts.
They're going to take you on a trip.
They're literally, it's the shit is, and the shit that's so like annoying about it is that they're clearly like everything about what PlayStation doing is figuring out how to lower costs. They're doing this not because they feel like this is the best thing for their gamers. They're doing this because it's the best thing for them. Getting that one console that's a slim edition and going ahead and say there's no disk drive.
Gutting that bitch.
They know most people are going to buy that shit and have to struggle to find a disk drive because they're not going to sell a ton of them.
PlayStation 6 on a diet.
PlayStation's finding
crap
themselves.
that they're taking now?
Ozempic?
PlayStation 6 on Ozempic.
They're going the Nintendo route. You know, like Nintendo tried to go toe-to-toe with PlayStation and Xbox for a little while, and then they realized that they couldn't, and the hardware got progressively weaker and weaker every generation that they came out with.
Are you saying PlayStation 6 is tapping out because they can't compete with the next Xbox?
In some ways, yes, it will have to tap out because with the whole OEM thing, and you're never going to be as powerful. So it's not even something you shouldn't even aim for it. It doesn't make sense because
listen.
Damn, that's crazy.
You can't show up. I'm gonna use my verbiage, and you guys are gonna say this is Doodle talk, and here we go. But you can't show up with a weak dick and say let's fuck. right?
Shit.
So you can't show up with a weak console and no IP that is recognized and wanted and say, let's play. No, right? You're not going to want to hop on that. That train don't work.
I don't. We don't hop on that. So, we're just going to take your word for it.
We believe it. We believe it.
We'll believe it.
For sure. We believe you with that.
Can someone jump in? I have more to say.
We got a finger blast, I guess. Got to hit you with that finger blast for that one. Yeah, I mean, it's appropriate.
It is. It makes sense. Think about it. You can't do that, right?
Facts.
How you gonna show up and say, "Let's ride"? You can go nowhere.
Is it funny that as soon as you said that, Bounty showed up?
Bounty, what's up, fam?
Like immediately at that same time, Bounty just walked in the door like, "What's going on here? What's happening in here?" Oh my god.
They can get a Blue Chew or something like that. That's popular now, right?
That's real fucked up.
I need the whole bottle.
Oh shit. That's real fucked up. It's true though. It's true.
I mean, PlayStation is blue, right? That's their color, right? So.
It is.
That is.
It is. There's a reason why they made it that color. I get it. It checks out. Everything does.
I can't. It won't come up.
I swear, babe, I really want to.
I'm trying.
I just need 30 minutes. Gotta wait for it to kick in.
Oh my god.
Is that a belly button? You got 2 belly buttons.
Oh my god. Damn. That hit some people. You know what I'm saying?
Just leave the lights off. Until until the medicine kicks in. You'll be all right.
Why? Oh my god.
Oh man.
That is a good time. That is a good time. Poor ponies. Poor ponies. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I honestly, that's just look, it's not much else to say. This is just showing you, be prepared, ponies. Like, this is what it is. This next generation, whatever this looks like for PlayStation, it's about PlayStation. They're trying to figure it out for them, not for you. Their discussion is not how can we make this amazing for our players. It's how can we make this amazing for our budget? How can we cut the corners? How can we do this in a way where it doesn't take us forever to recoup the costs? Those are the conversations exclusively that are being had. They don't give a shit about you guys. They're barely fucking showing up with a game at all.
I think that when you have a generation like the one that they've had for with the PlayStation 5, I feel like you shouldn't be putting any of this out there yet. Like, let them build up, let them figure this out, let people forget a little bit about the shit show that this generation has been before you talk about the next one. They haven't shown up for this one yet.
Yes.
Will the real PlayStation please stand up? I'm just saying, if they don't have the games and they don't have anything going on right now, and essentially Xbox is carrying PlayStation right now. Their biggest freaking showcases are from Xbox games. Hellblade 2, Forza, like, this is what they want to show off on their platform. So I just feel like the talks about the next console or how they're going to try to charge you separately for the disk drive instead of just putting everything together, I think that we can hold off on that. Let's not talk about how else they're going to try to take your money.
Yeah. I've seen so many rumors when it's come to this PlayStation 6 about how the form factor is going to be different, how it's this and that. Nobody knows. Like, they don't, like I said, they don't even know at this point because
I mean, they told us they didn't know.
Yeah, they don't at this point, they don't even have a reference of what to compete against. And at this point, they can't really compete against the Xbox. Now that Xbox is going the OEM route because there's always going to be a new Xbox.
Damn,
so what are you competing against?
That's always pretty damning.
Yeah, there's always going to be a new Xbox. So which one are you competing against? Because I'll drop this one, and then 6 months later, Asus is going to announce one. Lenovo is going to announce that. Like, that's kind of the route that it looks like Xbox is going. So if that's the case, what are you really competing against?
And once PlayStation announces whatever their specs are going to actually be, you already know there's another OEM ready to line up and be like, why buy a PlayStation that can only play that when you could buy our Asus Xbox that can play any store plus those PlayStation games day one.
Yeah. It's a tough position for them to be in, especially if you don't have the backing of your parent company the way that you would hope you would, because you've wasted 10% of the total
that backing moving away.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, who wouldn't though? Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
And if you can't compete with Xbox and you can't compete with Nintendo, then what are you? You're just a little baby bitch.
Oh shit.
What are you doing in this space? There were 3 of them, but PlayStation's the big dog, right? They've been chopped off.
Are you saying that PlayStation is the neglected middle child and doesn't need to be around?
I think, man, that's an insult. That's a fucking insult.
That's rough. It is rough for them. I mean, it is pretty damning, right? Like, no matter what they come out with, no matter what bars they think they're dropping,
Xbox will always be better. Xbox will always have more games. Xbox will always be moving on to the next thing. Even if you try to catch up, you could not catch up. It's not happening.
But then
there's no world we live in where they can catch up or do anything the way that Xbox is doing it.
But babe, what happens that year when PlayStation drops, another OEM drops an Xbox, right? And they're like either the same or Xbox is a little better. And then what happens though when PlayStation then freezes time for themselves because that's the box they have, and they don't move from there. But then the next year, Xbox drops another one. And then the following year, Xbox drops another one. And now all of a sudden, players have choice to decide when they want to hop into a generation or not.
Exactly.
They can decide how powerful they want to go. They can decide that, yeah, I bought one of the earlier consoles from the next gen. And then 2 years later, yeah, I'm ready to buy another one. Just like, what did I just do today, babe? Just right before.
iPhone.
Just bought the next iPhone. Ask me when was the last time I bought an iPhone?
The last time an iPhone released.
The last iPhone that came out. And so again, in a world where there's plenty of people like me, I know there's also plenty of people who don't do that, right? And that's the point, right? There's plenty of people like me who are like, oh, the new shit came out, I want that. If I can drop that for a phone, why would I not do that for my favorite hobby?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the point is that you're going to be able to kind of experience this however you want. Meanwhile, PlayStation sitting there like a dumbass saying, but we got a nice SSD until some other dude come out. The next Xbox has a faster SSD. It's like, oh shit. Interesting.
No, what PlayStation is going to do is they're going to be like, you know what? We don't have a new PlayStation for you. We have the same PlayStation for you, but $50 more. That's what they're going to do.
We had to increase the price again.
Yeah, they're going to increase the price again. Meanwhile, there's a newer piece of hardware that just came out the same year that's going to be better.
Facts.
That's what happened.
Facts. It's the reality. Is the reality. The Xbox played this shit. I don't even think there's the amount of D's that this chess is that Microsoft and Xbox fucking played here.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you realize that they raised the price of the Nintendo Switch.
They did.
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah. Yeah, because the first one.
Yeah, the first one. They raised the price of that. So if you think PlayStation not going to be raising prices on the PlayStation 6 as it goes on.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
You know.
That's wild.
That's
Nintendo
hilarious.
out here wilding too, though.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't get talked about too much because they're so like irrelevant to our conversation. I thought they were going to make
so
themselves
PlayStation,
relevant. That's true, but at least there's ponies to make fun of. I mean, the Nintendo people, they're just if Nintendo people decided to come out here and talk shit, they would just they're such a waste of breath. Like they wouldn't need to exist. So they're a waste. But this is the thing. I really thought that they were going to compete, right? I thought that they were going to come out here and fight, right? Now, this is the funny thing that happened. I don't know if you guys saw Digital Foundry, right? Did their thing on Star Wars Outlaws that dropped on the Switch too. Mind you, they still haven't talked shit about Ghost of Yote. 3 trailers now. Another trailer. Yeah, come on, man. Digital Foundry has not touched Ghost of Yote with a fucking 48-foot dick. Right? They won't touch them. They won't touch them. They don't care.
They only talk about what they get paid to talk about. Like it's clearly obvious now. Like they.
Yeah, 100%. Well, they talked about it the first time. They talked shit about it, and then all of a sudden, PlayStation said, "You better shut your fucking mouth, you little fucks." And then they were like, "Okay, me sorry." Oh, that Ghost of Yote trailer. They're getting letters and shit. Hey, can you look at the Ghost of Yote trailer? Nope. Delete. Nobody asking for that shit. They will not talk about it. They just did an environment trailer. Nothing. Okay, but let's go. I digress. They did the Star Wars Outlaws for Switch 2 that review, okay? And this is the first one, the first game that has DLSS, like we originally had talked about, right? We were like, oh shit, it's gonna be killer because DLSS is gonna be insane, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it is good that it has DLSS, right? But it uses DLSS 2, right? We're on 3 and then 4 if you have the 50 series. But the point is that it does have DLSS, but the funny shit is that they're comparing it to the Xbox Series S. And they're saying how good it is.
Oh,
how
you don't
amazing
say.
Outlaws for Switch 2 is because it comes close to the Series S.
To the potato.
So to be clear, you delete Switch 2, Series S, trash, holding back the generation, garbage. Get this shit out of our lives. Switch 2 shows up. Oh my God, it's as good as a Series S.
That's incredible.
This is amazing. Switch 2 is incredible. No. So they're irrelevant. Nintendo.
Keep the same energy.
Nintendo's irrelevant to the conversation because they chose that. They chose to go that direction.
Yeah, that's like a Run Forrest Gump moment.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Okay. Anything else when it comes to this here? Yes.
Can't wait to see the PlayStation GameCube whenever it comes out.
The PlayStation.
It's gonna be. That's what it's good. It's gonna be the GameCube. It's gonna be a weaker, smaller piece of hardware that nobody ends up caring about eventually. Because it's gonna.
Oh, they're gonna gas it. They're gonna gas it up. They're gonna try to gas it up. But how do you fall into that space, though? How does PlayStation fall into that space? Because if this were Xbox and this is how deep down the rabbit hole they had fallen, I feel like, considering the fact that Xbox has been doing so freaking amazing and somehow is dead all the time. I want to know how they're going to receive this situation from PlayStation, because somehow this is going to be like Nintendo coming out here and comparing it to the S, right? Clap, clap, clap. Let's go. So good. So this is what we're going to get for PlayStation as well, no matter what the heck they do. And it's embarrassing because these gallopers are the ones dealing with the consequences. Unless the new PlayStation shows up, and I mean, they might as well try to figure out how to make a deal and spread those legs and get Game Pass on their console. See, one of you perked up quick. Get Game Pass on their freaking console. That's the only thing. That will be their saving grace. Look at us with Game Pass on our console.
I mean, that would be huge.
For those who love the PlayStation brand, go ahead, up the price. They can pay more than we do for Game Pass. Give Phil his money and, make a little extra.
I feel like at this point, in a lot of ways, PlayStation is limited because they are at heart a hardware company, and they just can't be as flexible as Microsoft can. Microsoft can put their software anywhere. They can create hardware with anyone. They just have a lot more flexibility than PlayStation has, and I feel like being that PlayStation has lost its dominance in hardware in so many places. I just feel like it's very hard for them right now, and I feel like technology is growing so fast that by the time a PlayStation 6 comes out, consoles won't mean what they mean as much in 3-4 years, if that's what they plan on releasing.
I agree.
So
there was a topic that we were gonna do, but we're not gonna do it now. But talking about how there's less and less young people who are buying consoles.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, like we said here, like our young kids, they don't give a shit about which kind. Even though for one of them, she does have, maybe just the hypeness of us having consoles, but she does bring up the Xbox and the PlayStation quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of her, the other ones really don't care at all about consoles in any way, shape, or form.
The younger kids.
Yeah. And for them, if PlayStation left the console space tomorrow, but there was still a way to play games, like that's all they would care about. They don't care. They have no attachment to the way they play these games. They just want to be able to play these games.
I've been saying for a while, I think eventually everything's just going to be into the TV. I think one day there's going to be a TV.
I think that's endgame.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you saw the announcement, but Xbox just made a deal with LG where all this
cars,
where all
we were going to talk about
that LG system inside of it, you can play Xbox games on it now. So you'll be able to stream your Xbox. I kind of see that's like kind of where things are going, like where eventually these TVs will have a SSD inside of them. They'll have a GPU or APU of some kind inside of them, and you'll just be able to play games. You won't even need to buy a console. You just hook up the controller to the TV and play.
You're gonna have a data plan for your car now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's been going on for a while, but now you can do more with it.
I don't fuck with that.
And I got a 2016 car, and it came with a data plan that I had the option to pay for.
What?
Yeah, back in 2016. Yeah.
Did they offer me any shit like that? Maybe I don't.
You don't pay for it because you don't need it, but they've had it. It's been like the technology has been there for a while. So,
well, I mean, look, I think it's pretty clear. The end goal, it's 100%. No matter, I don't care. It's like, just keep your crying to your fucking self. Don't go into my comments fucking crying. I love consoles. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I don't care if you love console. That's fine. Consoles will always be around. Okay. But
that's the pacifier. Here you go.
Yeah. But
shut the hell
to
up.
Be clear, 150%. The end game is for all of these things to become an app. And if it can run with zero latency, right? Like if they could just make it where it just feels native or close to native, that's the goal. They want to be able to just be on anything.
The way Xbox is, right? And what are they doing on the new TVs?
Yeah.
Game Pass.
Game Pass is on there already.
Exactly.
This is already happening.
What do we think is going to happen? At some point is going to be whoever wants to still get a console, you can get a console. But
it's not going to go anywhere.
For the new generation, they are not stupid. We are the ones buying these consoles. The new generation wants to play however they can.
They're playing on PC, on their phone.
Exactly.
Everywhere else.
So what do you think they're doing? They are future-proofing their freaking situation. If we stop buying consoles and say, hey, you're charging too much, they're already set. So yes, the TVs, everything, that's how they're going to incorporate Game Pass. You can just have it as an app. And why shouldn't it be? Just like Netflix is a freaking app, any subscription service out there, that's exactly how you got to make it available.
100%.
Yeah, because I mean, if you talk to a person that's not, a quote unquote gamer, like, hey, how do I get to play this game? Well, you got to spend $500 on this box first, and then you got to pay $70. I got to do what? Like,
like no
play
thanks.
the game, dog.
It's true. I mean, like, to be fair, Xbox is technically already there, right? And again, I preach it all the time. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not. I said it earlier, but I'm not trying out for any esports teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not living that life. So, like, I play Call of Duty on the cloud. I play Halo on the cloud. I play everything on the cloud through GeForce Now, which is the superior option for now. We do know Xbox is planning to upgrade their system to a next gen cloud gaming solution. So I'm hoping they get to GeForce Now levels. But I mean, I play on both, and I'm more than happy with it. And I love the fact that I get to play more than I ever would get to play because I can stream it on my phone, on my tablet. I have the little controller, the little, was it 8-bit door? I don't know, the Xbox one that you plug your phone into. Boom, good to go. Go ahead. Matter of fact, if you go on our channel and look at the shorts that I put up, not the ones with my face on it, that's from the stream, but I did a bunch of like shorts about Silksong and Chronos. All those were literally just recorded on my phone. I did a screen recording while streaming the game. Happy as shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Happy as shit. Looks great, looks amazing. It's running on GeForce Now, so every bell and whistle is fucking toggled on. The only difference is at 1080p or whatever. And that's it. So like, it's phenomenal. It's an amazing experience, and that's where this will all ultimately go. And that's just the reality of what it is. Until that time, there's always gonna, and even then, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when you have Netflix, right? Netflix is built into TVs, sure, but it's also built into your Xbox, built into Blu-ray players, DVD, 4K players, all that stuff. It's everywhere, right? It's ubiquitous. Wherever there's company, there's Netflix. Okay. So that is the reality of what it is. It's just people are not going to go out of their way to indulge in the hobby the way that we did, right? For them to indulge in the hobby, they want to be able to pick a place, take their TV remote, turn something on, grab a controller, and play.
Most people don't want to spend close to $1,000 to figure out if they like something.
Exactly.
And God forbid you like two games and one is only on Xbox and one is only on PlayStation, and the only way you can play them is if you buy two consoles now. Like, it's too much, man. It's too much. People are not in that life anymore. And again, just look at, like, it's stupid that we have these conversations with the world that we live in. Like, we literally have seen it happen for every other medium. Everything else is doing it this way. And the gaming is clearly in that trajectory. It's clearly already doable now. So all this is about is internet becoming more robust and having more places where you have a lot of internet. But it's also, like, let's be clear, it's also going to be about the game companies finding a way to transmit the game data in smaller packets, right? Yeah. So as they streamline that, you're going to need less and less internet to go ahead and play these games at a, doable level, right? Music, you need like 1 fucking hertz or whatever. Like, it's so little stream that you need to listen to music now.
Yeah, but it really is insane that, like, in 2025, we get to have podcasts that argue about plastic boxes. Like, Can you imagine if people were like having like podcasts about Spotify versus YouTube music? You look at them like they were crazy.
Facts. I will tell you, man, like I'm looking forward to this continuing because I do like when we do get to have these conversations more about the games or anything like that.
Mhm.
And then you'll see who is actually in this eventually are they in it for the games? Are they in it to talk about the games? Or they're only in it to talk shit, right? About the things that are not games, right?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
that will all reveal itself over time.
It's been, and I think it will continue to do so. But all signs point to the direction that things are going, and I think there's a lot of denial that's taking place, and that's the stage that people are in. They did the fighting before about the games on other platforms, and look at how this is going now, right? And the same thing with the consoles. It's going to be the same, and you're just going to have to adapt.
Agreed 100%. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do one last one, but it's really just giving flowers at this point, or how do you say it? Props. Give it props. Give it the props.
Flowers.
I know. I was searching for the word and I went
to beat you with the flowers.
All right. So
imagine.
This
Here you go, sir. I'm here to give you your flowers.
This is the last thing I want to talk about. Hollow Knight Silksong. Yes, Hollow Knight Silksong, the game that is on Game Pass day one. Have some stats here. New Silksong estimates just dropped. 5 million plus players, including 1 million plus players from Game Pass console and 3 million copies sold on Steam. We've got a deep dive and blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. So 5 million players across everything, 3 million on Steam. They had 587 peak concurrence, 587,000 peak concurrence for fucking Hollow Knight Silksong on Steam alone. So they had to be over 1 million across the board. Remember, as much as people want to forget, Starfield had 2 million concurrence day one.
Yes.
Day one. Not on Steam, across everywhere. So yes, so this is the new banner here. 5 million plus players, which is huge, and 1 million of them roughly coming from Game Pass. So 4 million sold roughly in a week.
That's wild. See, this is a perfect example of the first game coming out and eventually, getting some traction, and then everyone just kind of just showing up to support the second one. Sometimes you got to put in the work and slowly get that recognition, and then when you show up again, people will be there if you make a good game.
Agreed. And if you do it fair, right? If you do it fair, they sold the first one for $15. Second one, $19. $5 increase. Like, that's fair, dude. It's fair, and it's in Game Pass. Like, what else do you want from them?
You know what's funny?
What?
Concord was $40. People will not have saved it at 20 or 15.
Well, because the game's not good. It was competent, but it wasn't good. It wasn't something that made you say, "Oh my God, I love this. I want to play it. I'm so happy with it."
Concord was meant to die.
It was meant to die. That's
kind of
sad.
Forgotten though.
No, never forgotten. Always entertaining. Always
For sure.
entertaining. Like, I think that's just kind of is what it is.
How many of you in the chat have played Hollow Knight? Have you tried it yet?
I have not yet.
Let me tell you something, babe. I have
to give it a download.
And kind of kicked my ass.
Oh.
My ass. Yeah. kind of kicked my ass. It was a I have more like videos and shit that I'm gonna put up, but
Sweet.
let's just say there's like a flying, what I can only assume is like a bee. And that bitch keeps fucking killing me. And I mean, I've killed it multiple times, but what I'm saying is like, I'll get like, this is what happened, right? There was like a boss fight and I eventually had to get to it, but the boss fight was not a boss fight at all. It's like a starter one, right? Like, hey, imagine this with a tough enemy, except all we're doing is throwing all the different enemies you've already battled, right? Individually, we're throwing it gauntlet style, right? So like you go and there's like a creature on the floor, you got to kill it, right? Then the bees come and then the bigger thing comes, and this should all be like natural, easy, like you've already killed these things individually. But fun fact, it's not. They kick my ass, and it's not. I did beat it. I did beat that part.
Okay.
After multiple attempts, I did beat that part. But it is hard. And I think for me personally, the reason why it's fucked up is because it's hard because of the gameplay style. Like, I don't like the way you attack.
Got you. Okay.
So I don't like the strikes, and I don't like the way the dive works. Like, I figured out the dive like halfway, like after 2 deaths already in that main boss fight. That there's like this dive attack that you could do, and if you do the dive attack, you hit and then you bounce off, and then theoretically you can kind of keep doing that and defeat them without dying, right?
Okay.
Which ultimately is kind of what I ended up doing. But but like every other attack is like you just you just swing, right? You swing, but like if they're not next to you, you just miss completely. And it's like almost like a short throw. So like you have to like get close enough to hit them, but also not to get hit. And if they touch you, you got hit, right? So they don't have to attack you. They just touch you and you're hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like this weird thing. And, you do have to like get good, I would say. Like I would assume as you play more and more, you get better with it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I did, like I said, I ultimately beat it after doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
How many times?
At least 5, probably 10.
So it was hard. How, like, real hard
for me? But again,
okay,
more like lack of.
But you beat
being
it though.
Used to. I did. What are you talking? It sounds like you're talking dirty.
No,
it sounds like you're talking dirty about being hard and beating it. What is happening here?
What? Just clarifying.
We're gonna end the night with the right way, on the straight and narrow.
I thought I was the only person thinking this, and then I see Ryar, and I'm like, okay, it's not just me. I wasn't trying to say anything, but I'm like, I hear you, and you're like, it was hard.
Sorry,
it was so hard, and I just kept
difficult.
beating it and beating it and beating it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kept trying.
Difficult was the word, Doodle. Difficult. Okay, that's what I should have said.
No, I didn't have
head,
those
like,
ears on where I was
it,
listening to it like that. It was,
difficult. Okay, difficult is all I was saying.
Like, oh my god, am I the only one hearing this?
Simple Jack with that $2 super chat. CMoney saying it was hard for me is wild. That's God damn it.
They turned this against you, babe.
Difficult.
I thought you meant like, come help me, Doodle, but they're saying something else.
God damn it. My people say he killed it 3 times. God damn it. Oh my god. Listen.
What was hard for you, see?
Nothing was hard.
Whose was
flaccid.
Hard for you?
It was flaccid. I did not look or get next to it.
Who got hard for you?
Nobody. It was difficult. God damn it.
And what you do about it? Did you keep trying to beat it and beat it?
No, I did not. Nope. I played it.
You played with it?
Nope.
Damn, see?
Nope.
Damn, how long you play with it for? Till you beat it, right?
She's gonna post the video later, so Hit that notification bell so you can know when it goes live.
Go live on my OnlyFans. Make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans and only post Hollow Knight gameplay. That's it.
Oh my God, you did say that. Shout out to G-Baby. G-Baby said it beat his ass.
Oh my God.
It beat my ass, you said. Are you sitting on an ice pack seat?
Doodle, what is happening here? What is happening here?
You tell me what happened. You got something you want to talk about?
How are you the leader in this conversation?
I'm not. These are things you said, babe.
God damn it. The fuck?
I was just listen, it was a chat because I was caught up with like your words, how hard it was. I was like, what? Say what? And then all these meanings came up from things you said.
Doodle.
I just picture you beating it.
You don't have to picture it.
But no, but then G maybe did clarify that said it beat your ass. So like, damn.
God damn it.
Oh shit, G maybe.
No, G maybe, no.
Don't bring that to the screen.
Wow. No. Mm-mm. How did this happen?
Double entendre there, G
What
baby.
happened to the line? There. Do you remember we had the line? Remember? It was clearly it was clearly laid out.
I didn't cross this line. You sat there and gave us a whole speech about how hard it was.
Gamer talk.
And how it beat your ass. And you beat it and beat it. You kept trying and you said, I'm gonna beat this one, even though it's so hard. And we're all here like, how hard was it, see?
This is my wife, guys. Okay.
I know y'all don't just go and like go to bed after the show. I just know y'all don't. The post-show conversations. Got it. Why did you say that?
That's what we'll start. We'll start another tier. Join a post-show conversation.
After show.
The fuck?
Oh.
God damn it. Pragmatic Ego, member for 7 months. Thank you. My brother says the stream turned into On Point After Dark. Maybe that just needs to be a show. Maybe that just needs to be a show.
Oh,
it started, but we got to start a separate channel for it. You know what I'm saying? We just can't associate it with this one.
Members
Episode
only.
1, how CMoney beat it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh.
That's wild. This is
You wild.
Listen, I think we covered Hollow Knight. I think we covered it. Kudos to them on creating a difficult game that not many people could complete. You know, it's challenging. No trickery here. Okay, we're not.
CMoney giving it another go.
No. So I will continue to complete the game. Okay. And I will post videos as I do.
Okay.
Of just playing the game. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna play games. Got it.
The video game.
By yourself?
The video game. Okay. On the TV with a controller or on a screen on my phone or something. Let's stop.
With your hands?
That's it, guys. This is we're gonna wrap it up. All right. This is we're gonna wrap it up.
That's what she said.
Oh, God damn it. Guys, thank you so much for rocking out with us.
He wanted to brawl dog it. You know what I mean?
The line is gone. There is no line. After a certain time of night, the line disappears. No red lines. No red lines. Guys, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate you. Guys, do me a favor. If you're in here, make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching for the first time, make sure you subscribe. And do me a favor, if you can, make sure definitely like, comment on it as well. Like go into the show after the fact and comment. I don't know if you guys are aware, but YouTube is having some crazy shit going on right now where all the views are like way down in comparison to where people have been across the board, small content creators all the way to the biggest ones. Everybody's crying about it. So anything you guys can do to help will be great. You know, share it out on your socials. You know, definitely comment in the video. Just say anything, but just put a comment in there. Just kind of get it circulating, because YouTube is wild right now.
Finger blast them comments, please.
Yes, finger blast the comments for sure. Definitely do that. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. The show. Wrap this show up. Shout out to everybody who's here live in the building, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for rocking out.
Shout out to everyone who super chatted, man. You guys are very, very kind. Thank you for the support. Shout out to everybody who gifted some memberships, man. You guys, all the shit. Obviously, you see the banner is been rocking. We got last week's top contenders. We got August champs. Been scrolling the whole month. Gonna be scrolling the whole month long. If you want a chance to get your name on there, all you have to do is take part in the show. Be here first. Do the first super chat, biggest super chat. Give some subs. That all gets calculated, and at the end, you'll be on next week's banner. So shout out to you guys for all the support. You guys are awesome. Of course, we want to shout out our boy Pharaoh Bazaar in the building, man. Thank you so much for rocking out with us. We do appreciate you spending your time with us and hanging out with the homies. Why don't you let everybody know where to find you? Let us know what you got going on.
All right, you guys can find me tomorrow right here on YouTube at the Vitamin G Podcast. Just come through, rock out with us. We'll probably go live around 9 p.m. EST. God dang it.
Did you put a bunch of V's?
The keyboard messed up, I guess. I don't know.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just come through, rock out with us 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Look forward to seeing some of you guys in the chat. It'll be a great time.
Nice. So you said like 9 p.m. tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna delete your other one so people don't get confused. Yeah. So the second one is the one that works. See, do you K now the broke inside says CMoney were all those team codes claimed? I don't know. Nobody except for Zach Riley said that they got it. So you know there's some people who just grabbed it and didn't say shit. But I'm assuming most people did. But it might be worthwhile if you're in the show now, scroll all the way back up and go take a look at those Lego codes that Broke Boy went ahead and gifted out. So
yeah. Like if you're a console only gamer but you plan on getting that ROG, it'll be a good little way to start off your ROG library for sure. Those are some good games. There's some good games
already
there.
with a bunch of games ready to go. Yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. All right, now remember we did go ahead and do a swap on our shows. So remember, tomorrow is actually the day that we're supposed to do On Point Gaming Podcast, not Thursday night. Thursday night is our new show, and I don't think we officially announced the name. It was on the show, obviously, but we do have a name for our game streaming night. It's called We Doing It Live. I think it's dope. On Points, We Doing It Live. It's dope. I like it.
That sounds a little sexual.
That's where you beat it. That's where you beat it hard.
Listen, you gotta click.
We're doing it live.
You gotta click the thumbnail to find out what's happening.
You and me.
Listen, depending on how much they pay.
Live?
So listen, it's called We Doing It Live. On Points, We Doing It Live.
Crazy.
We have figured it out, right? So we broke up the show. So first half of the show will be one stream where we'll play a single player game of some sort. And then the second half of it will break and do another stream. And that's going to be like, it'll be like our game night if anybody's up for playing. If not, I'm just going to do like a multiplayer, game on the second half of it. So it's definitely dope. So that's on Thursday night.
Join the Discord. That's how you get it in.
That's how you get it in. Join the Discord for sure. If you do want to play on Thursday night, let me know in the Discord or in the YouTube comments. I think I have, if you go look through the post, there's a post in there to vote on what game to play. So definitely take a look. So that's going to be Thursday. But tomorrow is supposed to be our show. It's supposed to be at 12 o'clock. We do have some other stuff that we have to handle. So most likely there won't be a show. If there is a show, obviously you'll get the notification, but most likely there won't be a show. Make sure you hit the bell for the notification for sure. Because we do have something that we have to handle. Outside of that, we'll be back Thursday night for sure. And then Friday night, obviously, with the night shift, Let's Talk Gaming as well. So you still got plenty of On Point to hang out with. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle!
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.